owner Keith LeClaire totally gets it.
When I asked my wife, Peggy, to be my bride, I had to drive all the way to Michigan to get married. I was 24 years old. I turned around twice on the way up and turned back coming back to Florida because I'm like, what am I doing? And I knew I had picked the right bride, but it was still scary.
The third time, Keith kept on driving. And now, 43 years later, he and Peggy are living their best life.
I married way above my head. Because of her, we're where we are today with 3 children, 10 grandchildren, and a lot of friends. Having the right partner and being married, it's truly the biggest blessing of my life.
And seeing and helping other happy couples, either just starting out or celebrating milestone anniversaries, is what International Diamond Center is all about.
Life gets better each year that goes by. I'm just so thankful.
International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard, where relationships come first, always.
I love my wife dearly. She's the greatest, biggest blessing that God has ever given to me. There is nothing more important than my wife.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Come on, kids, the show's about to start.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger way over town that digs on me.
She give me money. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock. I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? My psychic told me she'll have a like Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they bad to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pulled up in the Benz, they all got a bin. We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you f***ing with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why? Take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to f*** with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down.
You're listening to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, it is. You're in the locker room on a Saturday. This is a big Saturday. It's April Fools. We got some April Fools for some people in college basketball. It is the Final Four. It is South Florida representing FAU Owls. Hoot, hoot. Got to do it. And the Canes today. Some big upsets last night in college basketball for women. South Carolina lost. What a shocker that was. Both teams were laying 11 points. Yes, you could bet on the college basketball of the women's division. The finals are going to be on Sunday at 3:30. Iowa. Woo. Iowa Hawkeyes end up beating South Carolina. It was a shocker. And LSU. We'll talk about the NFL. A lot going on there. Will anybody find a home for Lamar Jackson? Anybody? He is home alone, and he's not doing a movie. We'll talk about a couple of extra Patriots who told him to stay away from New England. Aaron Rodgers still is not in New York, but rumor has it he's sleeping in front of the Statue of Liberty. And he said he's not going to leave the island until he gets a contract. We'll see what happens. MLB is back. Hey, the Marlins won last night. What? That's right. The Marlins won last night. Bring up the Marlins. Yankees are 1-0. Let's just end the season because Steinbrenners would be happy then if they just ended at 1-0 and they were perfect. We got Teddy Covers calling us from Vegas at 12:35. He'll give us some winners. We also have Mike, our horse aficionado. He's going to give us a call. I am the Greek. Good morning and welcome to the program. It is the Locker Room on April 1st. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you, sir?
Hello, and good morning, gentlemen. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Crazy day. Don't forget, if you want to bet the race, there's only one place to go, to Palm Beach Kennel Club. Get over there today. Ding, ding, ding. I got to go put our bets in after the race, after the show. I tried to make it this morning, but I was tied up last night, literally. Joe, good morning.
What was his name?
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, what was his name?
Nice. Jose. All right.
Jose. A.K.A. Tony.
Oh, wow. How do you get Tony? Hey, whatever.
Hey, I found out.
Judge Free Zone.
I see the jump.
I found out what a real Windsor knot is. I found out what a real Windsor knot is, by the way. Happy holidays,
one
everybody.
you can't get out of.
Happy holidays, everybody. And April Fools. Joe, you got any April Fools?
No, not really.
Florida Derby. Come on, give me a winner.
No, I mean, I was, come on, number 7 horse, as long as it's gray.
All right. That's how we got the first one.
Then number one.
Number one's
a
Okay.
gray, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
There it
Jimmy's
is.
going on a cruise. It's going to be
Good,
out.
good for you.
Yeah, going tomorrow.
That's awesome. Where are you going?
It's Bahamas, St. Thomas, and St. Martin, I think is how you say it. The other island.
Lucky son of a beast.
yeah,
That's
it's
awesome, man.
nice one,
Good
nice
for
one.
you.
Mhm.
You deserve it. Well deserved.
Next Saturday, Sharice is going to be with you guys, so she'll take care of
Well,
things here.
I'm not coming to Jimmy's.
Oh, no. Sharice is going to be here? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
don't
want me
know.
to put in a rerun?
No, maybe.
200%
I got to work on her
a
6
rerun.
days? Oh, my God. I better get some Advil.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know. It's going to kill you.
Sharice does a nice job. I whatever. It's not my.
Whatever.
I whatever. I did that last night at Strikes. Whatever. I had a cigar in my mouth. I didn't light it for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is going
Somebody
on?
said something, and you're like, whatever.
This thing isn't smoking.
Yeah, man.
What's going on here?
I can't get a good burn. Final 40
Well, I
hours.
like my cigars light, but damn, it's like air.
Oh, my God. It doesn't feel like it's in my mouth. We got the FA Owls getting 3 now from the San Diego State. Do you know their nickname, Joe?
The Aztecs, baby.
Oh, whoa.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's all about the ass.
Come on. There it is.
Way to beat Joe.
There it is.
My God, nice.
Yeah.
You were the only people who knew their nickname.
Well,
Very impressed.
that'll happen. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Excuse me.
I know you knew it.
I picked up on that the other day when you said it's all about the ass.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, Aztecs.
Oh, yeah. I know you know your stuff. I'm talking about people when I'm out. They're like, who? San Diego State? That's all everybody talks about. We had William Hill yesterday on the Greek Zone. He was talking about it, and he said that he likes FAU. A lot of people do. The line's a little fugazi to me, being 3. I think it's a little high when they were only getting 2 by Kansas State, but we'll see. And then you got Connecticut playing the Canes, but
They're sick.
UConn's got problems.
Yeah, they got issues, man.
3 of their players are very sick.
I'm okay with that. Look, I think UConn's the best team left. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with them like being not quite 100%. I want to see Miami FAU, man. I'm all about that.
Oh, yeah, I think everybody does down here.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
of
think,
course.
nationwide, I think, UConn, like I said, they've been averaging winning by 18 points, which is tremendous.
Bobby Hurley's done a phenomenal job with
Yet
them.
he's
They're
not changed
really,
his
really
clothes.
good. What's that?
See that? He's wearing the same suit.
Why would you?
Yeah, same. Why would you? See the way he dresses? He wears his red underwear with dragons on there. Yeah, it was all in the post.
It's a regular ball of fire.
That's right. Things I do when I'm getting a pedicure. I read about that. These socks, shoes, everything's the same. He's not changing. He's old school, though, anyway. Yeah, he was never much of a dapper. His brother dresses good, Bobby, but he's just old school. He doesn't want to change anything. And UConn, again, they lost 7 games in the Big East. 7 in the Big East. That's tremendous where they're at.
Yeah.
This week, we showed a stat that if you bet all 4 teams, and I've mentioned it many times, money line to meet in the Final Four, $100 would have brought you back $4 million.
Oh, my God.
$4 million.
That makes sense. I mean, think about it, 2 5s and a 9?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So, again, everybody, I think, in South Florida will be watching tonight. First game goes off at 6:09. Florida Derby goes off at 6:40. What? It's so good. It's just so good. I mean, you kidding me? It's like Kardashians when they go after the same guy. It's just, whoa! Guess what I was
You
out
too,
last-
Courtney?
Guess what I was out last night? No, you ain't kidding. What time
Get your
you
hands
leave?
off my man, Kim.
What time did you
Thank
leave?
you, Courtney.
I left right after you, biatch.
We got Joe slamming the table. You know it's good when we got Joe hitting the table. That's great.
Would you want to be?
Jimmy's Kardashian voice is incredible.
That's good. Would you want to be first or second in any situation in a line with the Kardashians? Maybe getting ham at Publix or getting a pizza, or at the track.
I don't understand what you just asked me.
Would you rather be first or second? If you got to bang
For
one.
all of those things?
Yeah, anyone.
Give me sloppy seconds with that pizza.
I'd say
It's not a deep question.
Well, I
Want me
would
to
say,
slow it down?
I would say,
Actually, it doesn't make sense at all.
I don't know that you took me down the clear path that you think you took me down, but either way.
All right, we'll make it easier. Do you want to bang the mom or you want to bang Kim?
Kim.
Okay.
Same
Ah,
question,
give me the
Kim.
mom. All right, we'll tag team it, Joe. Fist me, I'm in.
That's it.
Let's go.
Jimmy's ready. He doesn't care.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to go where there's less traffic.
Yeah, no,
I'd prefer she put a wig on. That short haircut kind of sucks. But other than that, she's awesome.
give me Kim, man.
Yeah.
Smoking hot.
Yeah, you like it?
Stupid. Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
How about Chloe? She's changed a lot. Oh my
I
God.
don't really,
Her face
I wouldn't
changes
say
more than
no.
her face has changed more than my outfits. I mean, oh my God, she looks like a different person.
Twice a day.
Which is nice though. It's almost like strange, you know.
Oh, you think
Okay,
so?
sure. All right, good point. Good point.
You can always make somebody wear a wig.
Yeah, it's true.
You can do a lot of things like that, especially in Boca.
Where there's plenty of what? Botox.
Oh, forget
in
it.
Boca.
There's actually trucks, like
Yeah.
food trucks.
Oh, yeah.
There's Botox trucks.
It comes out of the ships in Miami.
Yeah.
And it just boop, one stop.
That's it, right to Boca. Guy pops out of the car. He's got the blue scrubs on.
Yep. Who's ready, ladies? Line them up.
That's it. Line them up. You think you're at a line at the track. Speaking of track, we'll talk about the Florida Derby today. We'll talk about the Final Four. You guys can get involved, 877-927-6969. Amazing that I knew that number. Been only doing it 20 years. I should know it. You guys can give us a call. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. April Fool's, baby. You got a good one? Were you ever fooled by something? You're like, oh, my God.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Twitter's got me a bunch of times.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. April Fool's on Twitter's the worst.
There's a lot of sports ones, like trades.
That's my whole thing. It's
Yeah.
always the sports stuff.
Yeah, you
know?
see like trades.
Last year or the year before, there was a good one that got around the country.
Yeah, you're
If I
right.
remember
Yeah.
right. And I can't put my finger on what it was.
And these jerks, they switch their Twitter handles to be like the name of like a Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport.
yeah.
Do the same picture.
Yeah.
It's just like one little thing in the @ that's different. And
Yeah.
nobody catches it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dot in the middle or
Oh,
something you don't pick up on.
Oh, they do that early in free agency and just destroy people's emotions.
Oh, I think you'll see something today with Lamar Jackson.
I'm sure.
Rodgers.
Rodgers, Lamar, probably Brady
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out of retirement. Like,
Yeah.
there's a million things.
Oh, you'll definitely
Wait,
see.
what was the headline at the New York Post today?
Oh, I didn't see the post. Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty good the last couple days.
Roger signs, and it ends up being like signing a check for a dinner or something.
When Peyton Manning when he was a free agent, we had a guy call the show, the Penthouse, and he said he's just left an attorney's office in Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
And
He's coming to Miami.
And he watched Peyton Manning sign.
Yep.
And we were like, okay.
All right,
And that's
all
when
right.
they were having the billboards on 95, Payne, come here.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Well, it was between Miami and Arizona.
Yeah.
And then, like, out of left field, he goes to Denver. And
Denver,
everybody's like,
yeah.
what the hell?
I think
Like, well,
Denver.
what about
What?
Tim Tebow?
Yeah, I think Denver was always there. I just think they throw those.
Sure.
Well, no, it's,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, they throw it at
That
you.
wasn't an April Fool's though, was it? Or I don't remember. It
No,
might have
because
been.
that was early in free agency. They
No,
barely
no, no,
marked.
no. I'm just saying, like, some
Yeah.
guy
Just-
called.
yeah.
And we didn't believe it. We
Yeah.
didn't. Because the guy was like, I was in the office.
Yeah.
I saw him sign. We were like, "Yeah, you were in the office?
Yeah.
I mean, again.
we haven't heard back from that guy.
No,
Again.
no, we haven't.
That was his one shot.
Funny. Funny how that
We ever
works.
saw him. I think he's working for Chris Rock now. I haven't seen him in a
Ooh,
long
agent.
time. Yeah. It is the Locker Room. It is the Saturday. We'll be back. A lot of hoop, baby. A lot of hoop. Miami Heat are playing Dallas tonight. That's a little bit on the side burner. And the Marlins today, if you're going to Marlins games, they're going to be showing the Final Four. They made that announcement last night. So if you go to the game and you're like, oh, man, I want to go to the game, but I don't want to miss, they're taking on the Mets. And they did get a win last night, so hats off to the Marlins. It is Joe, Jimmy, and the Greek. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace!
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very warm through the afternoon with temperatures in the middle and upper 80s with a south wind between 15 to 20 miles per hour. A stray shower is possible later this afternoon and early evening, then partly cloudy, breezy, and mild tonight with temperatures in the 60s and 70s at the coast.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business needs, from quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace!
What's the Anna Jar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anna Jar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. The Mattawa Caves is a brand new fiction podcast that marries supernatural horror storytelling with an immersive psychological thriller. Tune in to uncover the chilling story and secrets as old as the caves themselves.
Without monsters, there are no victims, no prosecutions, no defenses, no justice.
Listen to the Mattawa Caves. That's MANTAWAUK Caves on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you know it takes less than a minute to see if you qualify for medical marijuana? Make an appointment with the medical marijuana doctor at one of 8 convenient locations. Once you qualify, getting your marijuana is as easy as ordering pizza. Click mmjhealth.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Florida Derby is here, and there's only one place to bet. The Palm Beach Kennel Club. With all OTB action available for you, the only place in Palm Beach County. Why drive south when you can watch, wager, and win at the Paddock Restaurant? The Paddock is offering Florida Derby tickets that include lunch, beverage for $40. They have over 130 TVs where you can enjoy the race and have some fun. It's the Palm Beach Kennel Club, and it's the Florida Derby. You don't need to go south. It's right in our backyard. Peace.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Thinking about getting married but nervous about popping the question? IDC owner Keith LeClaire totally gets it.
When I asked my wife, Peggy, to be my bride, I had to drive all the way to Michigan to get married. I was 24 years old. I turned around twice on the way up and turned back coming back to Florida because I'm like, what am I doing? And I knew I had picked the right bride, but it was still scary.
The third time, Keith kept on driving.
And now, 43 years later, he and Peggy are living their best life.
I married way above my head. Because of her, we're where we are today with 3 children, 10 grandchildren, and a lot of friends. Having the right partner and being married, it's truly the biggest blessing of my life.
And seeing and helping other happy couples, either just starting out or celebrating milestone anniversaries, is what International Diamond Center is all about.
Life gets better each year that goes by. I'm just so thankful.
International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSL Boulevard, where relationships come first, always.
I love my wife dearly. She's the greatest, biggest blessing that God has ever given to me. There is nothing more important than my wife.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Ooh, little Yui. What a new drug. 877-927-6969. If you got an opinion about the Final Four today or 2 guaranteed winners and the winner of the Florida Derby, give us a call. We would love to hear it. Joe's in the house.
What's going on, fellas?
All right. And, of course, we got Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And if you guys want to get involved, you know how you can do it. 877-927-6969 or bring us a pizza, whatever you want. We would love to have you.
Yeah, I'm starving. Preferably a pizza.
Mm-hmm. What do you want on? What do you want on it? Because I know
pepperoni sausage.
Yeah, because I know you're
nice.
You're a little particular.
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Joe likes the meat.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir? But that's accurate.
That's exactly what I want.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
So, would you like a cheese pizza or any place you want it from?
Literally, no. Don't really care. I mean, I prefer like the chains are probably my least favorite, like your mainstream stuff.
Yeah,
I
so
like
you
the
want
mom and pop places.
So you want like
but
maybe
still, I'll eat anything.
Joseph's, Prezzo's.
It doesn't matter.
Something like a
matter.
margarita.
I'm good with any of it.
All right.
Margarita? Oh, all right.
Wouldn't mind.
Margarita pizza. They're great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were throwing in some booze, too.
I'd be,
all right.
And a margarita.
Yeah, I'd be good with a cocktail, too. But,
nice.
margarita pizza, cheese
You want anything
pizza.
else?
Look, I'm just saying. You said that, like, bring us a pizza, and I was just getting on board. I'm trying to support you, and you're over here taking shots. I don't even understand this.
He starts it, and then it's your fault.
Like, yeah, it's like sex. Like Greek,
just like
sex. It's like, yeah.
He starts it.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Yeah, no, gee.
I don't want to sleep with you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Quit being selfish. You
Oh
don't
my
need
God.
a pizza. Like, okay, sorry.
Now do the show, man. Do
Yeah,
the show.
Joe, come on.
We're here to entertain.
Not mad.
Jimmy, who do we have?
We have Eric on the line. Eric, welcome to the locker room.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Eric. What's
What's
up,
up, dude?
I'm curious, where would you put if Miami ends up facing FAU in the finals of the NCAA tournament? Where would you rank that as far as Florida sports, greatness or achievements, or where would you put that?
Huge.
Yeah, that's got to be top 10.
Yeah,
like
top-
Florida sport achievement. That's amazing.
Yeah. Top 5, easy. You know, you go with the Canes winning a couple times and the Heaters and the Marlins. But right there, I mean, there hasn't been much success in college basketball at this level ever.
Well, think about it. That locks in a championship First-time championship for one of those two schools. That's incredible. That's got to be top 10.
Yeah, no doubt. I put him top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 sounds good to me. It's a huge deal, I think.
Yeah, well, it's so rare. A 5 seed and a 9 seed, if they meet in the champion, that's incredible. That's awesome.
No, you probably will never see this for a long, long time, ever again, even if they're in the Final Four. It's first time since 1979. All the 1 seeds are out and 2 seeds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy what's happening. If you bet those 4 teams, and we talked about it this week, I got it from a buddy of mine in Vegas, on the money line to just make the Final Four, for $100, you won $4.4 million.
Wow.
God, that's awesome.
On a $100 bet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it. You know?
It's not a bad ROI.
It's okay. It's okay.
And you know how many $100 bets I lost with a 0?
We don't have enough time.
They probably add up to $4.4 million.
We're down to 3 today.
3.5 hours.
We're going to 5. We're going to 5. We're going to list them. But there's been some wins. So I don't want to say it was all losses. But, yeah, it's amazing what they've done. I think for FAU, too, more so than the Canes, because the Canes are nationally known for football. But, yeah, it's amazing for both schools. It really is.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Always brother.
Good, brother.
Take care, Eric.
Jimmy, you have somebody else?
Yeah, we got Tony Dorsett checking in with us from Dallas, Texas.
Nice.
Tony, welcome to the locker room.
Wow.
Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I used to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
I think so. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and the University of Pittsburgh.
Pitt. That's right, Pitt Panthers.
Yeah.
I can still jump, though. My neighbor has a 7-foot fence, and his swimming pool's right up to it. I can run, dash, jump right over the fence into his pool.
All right, Tony, what's up? What do you need?
Tony Dorsett.
I know, but I'm saying, what's going on?
I just started listening to your radio show. It rocks. And I'm going to go jump over the fence and like I'm doing the line and land in my neighbor's pool right now.
All right, enjoy.
All right, good luck. Hope there's water in there.
Yeah, love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. 877-927-6969. If you play for the Dallas Cowboys, please give us a call.
Yeah.
6:09 today, FAU Owls. Boca will be crazy. They were talking about maybe shutting down Glades for a big party Monday night if the Owls and the Canes win. There's going to be watch parties all over the place. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, they give them a parade, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if they win, there's definitely a parade down there.
Oh, definitely. I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there.
Sure. At the Canes, it'll be down, obviously, where the campus is. But if these guys win, I'm sure they would probably close the Boca for the day.
Yeah.
The mayor be out there. I mean, I'll come out.
That's gonna be such a big deal.
That's
gonna be such a huge deal.
Our buddy Sanchez will be there. FAU alumni. He'll be there. Played for FAU, and he's the one first started turning me on to FAU this year when he started saying, "Man, you got to watch this team." In January, and then they became a covering machine.
Yeah.
I mean, every single night they were winning, blowing out. Next year they are changing conferences. That's a big thing. But they did sign the coach.
Yeah.
So that's huge that they signed him.
Step up conference-wise?
Yes.
Stronger competition?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. But this conference that they're in this year has done very well. It was the champion of the NIT. That came out of there. And then you got FAU in the final. So, I mean, you just never know. And with basketball and the March Madness, that's why they call it March Madness. You just don't know every year. Usually, traditionally, you do see the 1 and 2 seeds at this level. But this year, there was no powerhouse team. Yep. We did talk about it. Houston was one of the teams. Mattress Mac lost. I love that. Yeah. Mattress Mac, if you're listening, I'm kidding. No, I'm not. Purdue lost right away. Duke got beat. Kansas got beat. I mean, North Carolina
big names. Gonzaga.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah,
and North Carolina didn't even make the tournament. How crazy is that?
They were preseason number 1.
Yeah. They won it all last year.
No, runner up, right? Didn't UNC runner up
last year?
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I thought they lost in the finals because I remember they were so young and it was Hubert Davis's first year.
Yep.
And it was such a big deal that
Kansas won last year.
That's right.
Jayhawks. Yeah. It is the Penthouse. Excuse me. It is the locker room on a Saturday. We'll come back. A lot more Final Four action. We'll talk some NBA. Major League Baseball is back. The Florida Derby 6:40 tonight. You got a winner? 1 to 12. Pick a number, baby. First 8 or long shots are on every one of them, and we're proud of it. We're excited we're going to lose today. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Your shot to score $1,000 returns Monday morning on Real Radio.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
We'll begin in the NBA where the Heat hope they can end their 3-game losing streak tonight when they take on the struggling Dallas Mavericks. The men's Final Four begins tonight with 3 first-timers hoping for a chance to play in Monday's national title game in Texas. The first game features Florida Atlantic against San Diego State. Then it's the number 5 seed Miami Hurricanes looking to once again break the hearts of the UConn Huskies and book a trip to that national championship game. I'm JD Haffron.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm going to ask Rachel to marry me, and I need your help. Take these flashcards. I've got to learn these engagement ring terms. Quiz me.
Okay, Halo, vintage, channel set.
Those are all ringtones.
Ring styles. Now, how about this? SI2, HVVS, ESI1.
I got bingo?
No, those are diamond grades. Okay, table, crown, girdle.
What a queen wears to dinner.
OMG, no, those are all parts of the diamond. Okay, this one's easy. Baraggio, Tacori, Dossi.
I know this. Types of cheeses.
Dude, ring designers.
Guys, don't sweat it. Come to Diamonds Direct and let us teach you how to buy like a dealer buys. We'll teach you all the inside secrets, as well as explain the good and bad when it comes to lab-grown diamonds versus natural ones. At Diamonds Direct, we take all the mystery out of the process and give you the expert guidance you need to make a smart decision.
Here, I made you new flashcards.
Garage, deck, windows, shrubs?
Welcome to married life.
Diamonds Direct. Details and more at diamondsdirect.com.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. Anywhere from when we have a live event, there be customer events ahead of that. We will do sound check parties so that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without the relationship iHeart has with the artists, with venues to create these really exclusive events, festivals that iHeart puts on, gives Capital One the ability to create those moments. People are passionate about their favorite artists, and so we try to tap into that together.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Florida Derby is here, and there's only one place to bet. The Palm Beach Kennel Club. With all OTB action available for you, the only place in Palm Beach County. Why drive south when you can watch, wager, and win at the Paddock Restaurant? The Paddock is offering Florida Derby tickets that include lunch, beverage for $40. They have over 130 TVs where you can enjoy the race and have some fun. It's the Palm Beach Kennel Club, and it's the Florida Derby. You don't need to go south. It's right in our backyard. Peace.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Don't Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's Elliot in the morning.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Booker and Stryker.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
Alter Ego, are you ready?
All of the best free curated playlists.
Nobody does it better.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
Hey guys, this is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on April Fool's. April 1st is today. The first 3 months, man, they blinked and they went right by. Woo! Every day that passes on the calendar is another day close to the NFL season. That's what a lot of my friends tell me, who they are jonesing for the NFL. But we'll be talking today about the Final Four. FAU playing at 6 o'clock against San Diego State. And then you got the Canes taking on UConn. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, fellas.
Now, UConn, even though they have this little thing of a bug or a virus going around, could it affect the kids? I'm sure they're going to get them the best treatment they can get them.
Yeah.
They are playing a little later tonight, which is good for them. But the Canes have great guards. I love the kid in the middle for them. They can beat them. There's no doubt about it. They are getting 5.5, but their guards have to play really well and control the game, I think.
Yeah, you're going to need to see a huge game out of Isaiah Wong, which I mean he's been great all tournament, and I expect him to continue to But look at this stage in the process, like nobody's there by accident. All these teams are playing super well, and
4 in a row.
And they're all playing with so much confidence. And in basketball, man, that's such a big deal.
And everything.
Playing with confidence. No, of course. But, that's basketball is a game where, like, guys step up their game when they start playing confidently and shooting confidently and everything like that. And it's, I don't know, man. I'm excited. I think FAU Miami is a very real thing. I think it can absolutely happen. I think that's so cool.
Well, again, you're at this situation. They both got to win one game.
Yep.
Last week, the Canes more so than FAU. FAU was in that game, down a little bit at the end. I was surprised by Kansas State handled the ending. But again, 8 minutes or 9 minutes left. The Canes are down by 12.
Yeah.
Miller, unbelievable game. 13 for 13.
Yep.
7 for 7 from the outside. I mean, shooting, and 13 for 13 at the line. Those are adjustments too. When you're in that game, to me personally, when Texas is fouling, you don't foul. Keep fouling Miller. I mean, there's other guys foul. I mean, the guy is lights out.
Yep.
And he just kept hitting them. Thank God. A couple big turnovers that Texas did make. Texas came out strong. The Canes got an early lead, like 7-2, and then it was all Texas for the rest of the first half, and almost 9 minutes left in the game.
It was a double-digit lead, man.
All the time.
It's a huge comeback.
And you watch it, and you're saying whatever. But then, you just got to get to that 6. Once they get to 6, then it was like, all right, 2 threes were in it.
Yep.
A couple big foul shots. Like I said, a couple steals. Then you could see Texas, they became cold as ice.
Yeah.
That's when they're hoping, like, that clock just ticks.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's such a just defeated feeling when that other team's just getting more and more momentum.
Yeah,
and
it's coming at you.
And you just can't hit a shot. And it's just like it's quicksand. You're just sinking and sinking.
It's coming at you.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
I'm always surprised in those situations in basketball, in college and pro, that somebody doesn't, coach doesn't call a timeout and say, drive.
Oh, yeah.
Break it up. Stop. Get fouled. Do something.
Yep.
And they keep, and again, the kids and the college and obviously the pros, they're in love with threes. Last night, the Warriors, Poole, Clay, and Steph Curry, only second team to do this, all hit 200 three-pointers for the season.
Awesome.
For the season.
That's
Damn. All three of them hit 200 three-pointers. That's
look,
insane.
Curry and Clay are by far the greatest shooting duo we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, the two of them are first ballot Hall of Fame guys, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But Jordan Poole has come out of nowhere.
Michigan.
And is an absolute stud.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
And the Warriors don't have Wiggins.
No.
I mean, and I like Wiggins. He plays so good. I like him defensively.
Yeah, he does a lot of little things.
Yeah, he
really,
does.
really well.
Yeah, I mean, and they got him
Great
from
athlete.
Minnesota, and he hasn't played. We'll see what happens with the Warriors in the playoffs. But again, the thing with them is, like I said, three guys that have hit 200 three-pointers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Three guys. There's teams that can't do that.
Yep.
Hit 600. And even last night, they end up winning. But you watch them. They're coming down. They're driving. Same thing they've been doing for years. Pass out to the three.
Yeah, but it's what they do is indefensible because it doesn't matter if they're open or not. They can just snipe it.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Curry and Clay are just stupid with it. And Poole's following suit. It's crazy.
Clay had 33 last night after 2 years of injuries, which is unbelievable that he came back. But, yeah, unbelievable thing that set a record in the NBA last night. Only second team to do it ever.
Yeah.
Three guys on your team to hit 300 points, which is unbelievable out of that point. But that's the college level, too.
Yeah.
And then hats off last night to Iowa. Shocking South Carolina in the women's division. That was a shock. LSU, too, good game. They ended up beating Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech was up. Big. Two underdogs last night, though.
Yeah.
Big.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just talking about it during break. Caitlin Clark for Iowa is just ridiculous.
Crushed it.
Unbelievable. Back-to-back 40-point games.
Yeah, she won the basketball player of the year.
Yeah, deservedly so.
Oh, my God, yeah. And she can hit shots. Unbelievable. Great passer.
Yep.
I think she had 75% of the points.
Yeah.
In either scoring or assist.
Yep.
Which was unbelievable. And South Carolina was a train. 33-0.
Yep.
I mean, or 36-0. Unbelievable. They had a winning streak of 42 games, champs from last year. They were 10-point favorites.
Yeah.
Last night.
It shows you with basketball, man, one superstar can just change everything.
Oh, yeah.
A player like that on her A game.
And the thing with South Carolina last night, they did talk about, they put 5 different people on her, but it didn't matter.
No.
Yeah, she was just hitting lights out.
Yep.
And they play LSU Sunday, and places sold out. So happy for the women. And you know what? That their people are watching it. They said this year WNBA is up 27%.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, hats off to them. People do have an interest, and people are betting on it.
Yeah.
So that does help.
That helps. That helps with interest.
My buddy had both dogs last night, Virginia Tech, and he had Iowa, 10, and I think plus 9.5. He said, Greek, what do you think? And I'm like, when he called me, I'm like, I was not in the Final Four. He goes, no, the women. I'm like, oh, God. I said, you're betting women tonight? He goes, yeah, it's Friday night. I got to do something. I said, okay, hats off. You don't understand that mentality. You know what I mean? It's like today with the Florida Derby. There's 12 horses, 8 long shots, first 8. So you got to bet 1 to 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little defeating when there's only 4. You hope 1 comes in.
Yeah,
that's what you do. You just did. Now the horse that should win is I think an 11 hole. We're gonna have Mike call us. He's our horse aficionado. He's does a lot with Gulfstream. Does a lot. Knows the horses inside out. But the ones on the outside, you're hoping a little because they got to go over.
Yeah.
So maybe they get a little bump into each other and one of the long shots hits. But yeah, my worst defeat ever was the Kentucky Derby. I had 18 out of 20. 18 out of 20.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Lost. Wasn't bad, though. I had 100 on each.
Not bad.
Not bad. 1,800.
No big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Could have been worse. Could have had 200 on them. But yeah, that was a bad one. So yeah, Derby today. Get over to Palm Beach Kennel Club. Make sure you bet it. They got a lot going on, a lot of specials. The Paddock's got something. You get a meal and you get a drink, $40. They got 130 TVs. I'm sure they're going to have the Final Four on. There's going to be a lot of watch parties. Everybody's going to be out and about tonight. This is going to be a crazy night in this area for the Final Four. FAU, like I said, getting 3 from San Diego State, and UConn and Miami. I want one to win at least.
Yeah.
Because if they both lose,
that'll be disheartening.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit like, oh, man, we got there. FAU's got to play San Diego State, and people are not familiar with it. They're a good defensive team.
Of course.
Very good.
Nobody's here by accident right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Very good defensive team.
Yeah.
Hold teams to three-pointers like less than 19%. They play very good defense. It's going to be that game.
And that's FAU's thing, man.
Yeah.
The sixth best team in the country shooting the three.
Yeah. Well, it's like everything else in life. It happens when you go against somebody. Take the best thing away from somebody.
Yep.
Nobody likes a hand in your face.
No.
Who does? No. Whether you're on the court or the bedroom.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah,
50-50. 50-50? Yeah. A hand in your face? I can't see. What's going on? Who's in front of me? Why are you putting your hand in front of me?
It depends on who you're with. You might not want to see.
Yeah,
I get it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wasn't going that way, but you know what, Joe? I'm with you, pal. Been down that road a couple times myself.
I'm not a proud man, Jimmy.
Neither am I.
I can't go down that runway. I'm bringing good face.
Shocker.
Yeah, I'm bringing good face. I want good face.
That's why you pay extra.
Of course. 877-927-6969. You don't mind if you know going in it's going to be more money. Like anything else.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just don't like the rate increases. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the people have the menu out, tell you what it is. This is what it is.
What happened? You said 2 G's. Why is it 3?
Yeah, I don't like the whole market price.
Yeah.
Oh, you always
it's got to come up front.
Forget about it.
What market is it?
Yeah.
Fulton? I mean, I want to know up front. I want the candle lit. I want the music on. You know what I mean? I want the whole experience. I'm paying. I don't mind. I'm going down with the ship. And now FAU did extend the coach. He got a new deal, so I'm sure he's excited about that. It's a good thing, too, for the program. Good thing for the kids, where they hear that he's staying. Transfer puddle, or what is it?
Portal.
Puddle?
Yeah. Sounds like a puddle. Kids are going in and out, and all sports.
Yep.
I mean, college football, you could change overnight. That's why Colorado's going to be good this year.
It's college free agency.
Yeah.
And it's wide open.
Oh, yeah.
There's no restrictions. Players are getting paid. I mean, it is the freaking Wild West in college sports right now.
Little Wayne last week went to go see Dion in Colorado. I'm sure it's the first time Little Wayne's ever been in Colorado.
Yep.
And Dion will turn it around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to happen this year.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Watch how many people bet the over on them.
Oh, yeah.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what that number's at. Because, Vegas isn't stupid.
Yeah, it was
like
one
Vegas,
day.
They'll get ahead of it before they get burned.
Of course. Well, again, they were 1-10 last year.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing. Might even be. It's already up. I'm guessing 7.
Yeah.
7.5.
That still reminds me of the speech he made when he got the job. And he walks into the whole auditorium full of players. He's like, most of y'all ain't going to be here.
Yeah.
But this is how we're going to do it.
Patino did the same thing at St. John's.
Yeah.
Patino said, he goes, there's a lot of guys here. They're not going to be here. That's it. I mean, you're sitting there. You're on the team. That's disheartening. There's no doubt about it.
Please, you just went 1-10.
Yeah. I mean,
you're not going to be that guy.
No. And I'm sure the line is up. We'll check it during the break on DraftKings over/under on Colorado. I would assume it's up, and maybe not, but I think it's up. And I'm going to guess 7.5. That's their win total, and there will be 99. I'm guessing over 95% of people are betting the over.
Oh yeah,
nobody's betting the under now.
No way.
I mean, you look at the schedule. You still got UCLA and USC, so there's a couple right there gonna be tough. But we'll see. Pac-12's good, but yeah, he's gonna have them rock and roll. There's no way.
Did you want a line? I'm sorry.
The over under on the win total.
Season win total for Colorado. I don't know if it's up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have that. No.
Yeah, I don't think it's up yet. But yeah, people will definitely be betting on Colorado. Just like now, going forward, FAU's no more a secret.
No.
I mean, when I was telling people to bet them in February, they're like, really? Are they Division I?
Yeah.
Not now.
Yeah. No, not at all. I think that program has a really good chance of just taking off.
Oh, yeah.
Because beautiful location, amazing campus, all that stuff. And then they've got the national notoriety now.
2,900 people.
Yeah.
That's the over-under on my wake. I mean, and they're playing tonight in front
I'm going over on that.
71,000 tonight. Yeah. Woo!
That's awesome.
My God.
Yep.
Watch the first half. We talk about it all the time in college basketball when these kids play. especially in a football stadium. It's a little tough for them sometimes to shoot. They do get, obviously, a couple days to adjust, but it is a big difference for a lot of these schools that people talk about. We'll have Teddy Covers on from sportsmemo.com. He'll talk to us a little bit about the game. He has his picks and his paid picks he's not going to give us, but we'll talk to him just about that in itself, where these kids have to make the adjustments. It's going to be a great game. I mean, I'm excited. I haven't been this excited like most people for the Final Four in a long time.
Long time.
Because it's right in our backyard.
Yep.
So with FAU's in there, and obviously with the Canes, FAU is almost in this area, not south, but surpassed, I think, the Canes a little. Because everybody's loving FAU.
Yeah.
Everybody is. Everybody's out and about. Like I said, I've seen T-shirts, shirts, people there, cars.
They're starting to boom, man. They're sending players to the NFL for the football program.
Yeah.
Now basketball, they're in the Final Four.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That's
absolutely amazing.
No,
that's like the football team making the college football playoff.
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you're right. That would be insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They would never be even capable of make the playoff, even if they went undefeated.
God,
no, because their conference.
No, you can't. You're not getting those votes.
No, there's no way. This is a different thing, obviously, because it's a tournament.
Yeah.
But they've won 4 games. You got to win 6 to get that big daddy prize, baby. And they already got 4. And of course, they've covered all 4 times. And the same thing with the Canes. I did see the Canes leave 2 days ago down at the campus. Everybody's going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Do we know offhand what the lowest seed to ever win the tournament is?
I believe, and I could be wrong, it's either Villanova when they beat Georgetown years ago, or North Carolina State when they beat Houston. But I don't know. You could look that up and
I will.
Yeah, you check it out. Lowest seed ever to win NCAA tournament. I'm going to guess Villanova or North Carolina State. And Villanova was good that year too. I mean, they were a lower seed, but I don't know if that was point-wise, they were huge underdogs that night. I think they were getting 13, and they ended up beating GT. I remember that kid Jensen, number 32, was like lights out, went like 6 for 6.
Villanova over Georgetown, 1985. Number 8 seeded Villanova Wildcats.
There it is.
Yep.
I remember that.
FAU could break it.
Oh, yeah.
FAU could be the new one.
Oh, my God. That would be unbelievable.
That would be awesome.
FAU's got a beautiful sign on Glades Road. If they win tonight, it'll be neon.
Yes.
It'll be pink and green. FAU, come on down. Man, you know how many kids want to go down here now? Oh, forget it.
Yep.
The weather, the strip clubs.
Yeah.
The locker room.
Wait till you see the talent on that campus.
Oh, my God. And it's not going to be on the court.
No. No, sir.
Oh, my God. We're going to have a booth set up for Botox right outside. Me, you, and Jimmy. Get your Botox. Get your Botox. Never too early to look good.
FAU special, baby.
FAU special.
There it is.
There it is.
Get ready for summer.
That's right.
Summer's right around the corner.
It's summer every day.
Celebrate the FAU championship.
How many tattoos you think will say FAU Owls if they win it all?
Oh, you know how many are on now?
Yeah.
People going to the shops and getting them? I wouldn't be surprised. And you?
Oh, yeah, the U, definitely. Definitely Miami, no doubt about it, especially if they win it all. Last week when they beat Texas, the coach was in the locker room dancing with them, which was hilarious, and the kids were going crazy. But again, it's a great time to be a South Florida sports fan. Enjoy today, because this may never happen again.
Yeah.
This is something that you can say. It's not like a team's in a World Series or the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals. That could happen again. This may never happen again where the Canes and FAU, or if it was Florida or Florida State, are in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Years ago, the Big East had 3 teams. That was the year they did Villanova beat GT.
Okay.
And it was St. John's was in there too. But yeah, for both teams to be in, and obviously not the same conference, you're seeing history tonight. If you're a South Florida basketball fan, a college basketball fan, you may never see this again.
Never happened before. It's likely never again.
Yeah,
Just
and that's not
wild.
going on a limb.
No.
Yeah, it really isn't. People don't realize how big of a deal this is for these kids, for both programs, the coaches, and how amazing it is. I mean, it really is.
Just for FAU to make the tournament had to be a ridiculously awesome thing.
FAU, if they
let
didn't
alone
win,
what they've done.
Yeah, they had a great season. Obviously, they won 30 games, but if they didn't, or 29, if they didn't win their conference tournament, they don't make it.
Who knows? Yeah.
They might not make it.
No, probably not.
No. So they got in there, and me and a couple of guys who were following, we kept saying all like the last month or two, are they going to get in the tournament? Think they're going to get to the dance, Nobody was sure. They win, obviously, the conference tournament, and they get in.
Yeah.
But if they lost that game, they might not even be in.
Yep.
which would have been crazy. That's why, you know what? You're always alive when you got a heartbeat.
There it is.
Remember that. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday.
I tell you what. That is profound.
That's a good one.
That is profound.
Let's sit with it for a second. You're alive if you got a heartbeat.
Damn right.
That's it. Florida Derby today. First 8 horses. If one of them come out, think of me tonight at 6:45 with a cigar in my mouth, feet up and going, woo!
What in your mouth?
Something in my mouth. Probably a cigar. It is the Greek.
Cigar. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to turn my headphones up.
Well, the rent is due today. It is the Greek.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah. First of the month.
You never know. We're open to anything.
$20 is $20.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to add a couple zeros. It is the Greek. It is Joe. And it is Jimmy. Rihanna rented a house in Arizona for $50,000 for 1 week.
Yeah.
The guy said it only paid his mortgage for 2 years, though. I was like, wow. I don't know. $50,000 Rihanna.
Yeah, all right.
Do you think you want to meet her if you rent her
That
house?
actually seems pretty good.
Well, yeah. Time out.
25 a
2
year?
months.
Is his mortgage?
His mortgage.
I thought he said it paid for 2 years, and when she gave him $50,000.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's 20. Yeah, like Jimmy
It's like
said, 25 grand
$25,000 a year, yeah.
Yeah, 25. It's $2,500 a month.
Mm.
It's $2,500.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
That's a
That's reasonable. I guess.
I'm saying
pretty
like
small shack.
Yeah, I'm not thinking like it wasn't a big house. Now,
Yeah,
maybe I could have
No mansion or anything like that.
I
Yeah,
could
for sure.
interpret it wrong. 50,000 is still 50 dimes for a
Yeah,
house.
no, for
now you
sure.
rent it to her. Do you want her to meet her, or you just let the lawyers handle it? If you were sure.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you know, I'd want to meet her, but like sometimes like you regret that. Like you never want to meet your heroes type deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
yeah,
she might just be.
She comes
the
in,
worst,
she's a real
you know,
biatch,
Yeah.
and you kind of lose
Yeah.
the facade. Yeah.
Remember the story when Prince rented Boozer's house out in L.A.?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was unbelievable. I'll get into it when I come back.
Oh,
And
Boozer, Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer.
Nice.
Yeah. Prince rented his house, and it was just an unbelievable story. You could go and look it up, but we'll get into that. We'll talk a little bit about the Final Four. We got Teddy Covers calling us 12:35 with some picks on the games, obviously, and then we got Mike calling us about the Florida Derby. Lot coming out in the locker room, so put in the chin strap and put on the mascara. We'll be back.
This is Real Radio 92.1, an iHeart radio station. Available everywhere on our free iHeart Radio app. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts all in one.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Bright Future scholarships are available to all Florida students pursuing higher education after high school. And now, students with part-time jobs can use their hard work to qualify in place of volunteer hours. That means you can get cash for college every time you cash your paycheck. So don't ghost your funds. Get your Bright Future scholarship your way today. Visit floridabrightfutures.gov to check eligibility and apply.
Bright Futures pays.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Hayes! Hey, it's the Greek. Florida Derby is here, and there's only one place to bet. The Palm Beach Kennel Club. With all OTB action available for you, the only place in Palm Beach County. Why drive south when you can watch, wager, and win at the Paddock Restaurant? The Paddock is offering Florida Derby tickets that include lunch, beverage for $40. They have over 130 TVs where you can enjoy the race and have some fun. It's the Palm Beach Kennel Club, and it's the Florida Derby. You don't need to go south. It's right in our backyard. Peace.
Erectile dysfunction affects nearly 50% of men over age 50. But even with so many men affected, finding a trusted provider for ED treatment isn't so simple. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I am pleased to announce the opening of our new location in Palm Beach Gardens, making it more convenient for men to get help for ED, low T, and other sexual health issues. The Atlantic Men's Clinic is the leader in treating these conditions. We've treated thousands of men for ED, with protocols having success rates as high as 90%. And unlike groups that only offer wave therapy or online pharmacies that just sell pills, we offer a variety of treatments to help you get the results you want. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300. Or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across Florida to serve you, including our newest offices in Palm Beach Gardens and Coral Gables.
Hey, it's Megan from iHeartRadio, and I just love how I feel after a stretch session at Stretch Lab in Palm Beach Gardens. I swear they're helping me stretch muscles I didn't even know I had. So get the benefits you didn't know you were missing out on at Stretch Lab. They opened their brand new state-of-the-art studio in West Palm Beach on Dixie Highway. So 2 convenient locations full of certified flexologists ready to help you create a customized treatment plan. And before you know it, like me, you're feeling great and moving even better. So make your appointment online today at stretchlab.com or stop by one of their studios in Palm Beach Gardens or West Palm Beach and tell them Megan sent you.
If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 4/4/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take us with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
The world's greatest collector car auctions returns to Palm Beach, April 13th through the 15th. Experience Barrett Jackson at the South Florida Fairgrounds as hundreds of vehicles cross the block with no reserve. Explore the vast lifestyle marketplace, take a thrill ride, and more. This unforgettable automotive lifestyle event has something for everyone. Visit Barrett-Jackson.com today for tickets.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
The championship meet continues at Gulfstream Park with racing action Wednesday through Sunday. Enjoy the races outdoors from the Carousel Club or inside at 10 Palms, featuring a great view of the track. For reservations and more, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room.
Sounds great.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Locker Room on a Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us. Always appreciate you guys getting involved. If you want to get involved and maybe take a three-pointer with us today on the eve of the Final Four South Florida Magic. 877-927-6969. Let me put it in neutral. 877-927-6969. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Or good afternoon. And good afternoon, Joe.
Right back at you, buddy. Good afternoon, fellas.
60 minutes at a piece on Charles Barkley Sunday night about how entertaining he is and what his appeal is and how he's really just had an unbelievable career. And you cannot turn on TV at this time of year and not see Barkley in 52 commercials.
Yep.
And, they asked him, and he's been with TNT for years. He just signed another 10-year deal, and that's an Emmy Award-winning show, him and Shaq, Kenny Smith. And they've done really, really good. And he said, the guy said, why do people like you? And he said, well, I'm real, and I say the truth. He told the truth so much that he lost a good friend, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So, there it is. Now, do you think you could do that on a show if you had to critique your friends?
That's tough. I would like to say yes, but I would probably do it in a very gentle way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Barkley's unapologetic.
No,
he's gonna say, it's black or it's white. He's gonna be very, very definitive, very unapologetic, and that's how he's been his whole life. Like he's always said whatever the hell he felt.
Now, do you call your friends if you got to do something on them?
200%.
Okay, before
or text them, be like,
it airs.
Oh yeah, 10,000%. I feel like you have to have that level of respect because if you put the shoe on the other foot and it's you getting talked about, wouldn't you want that heads up?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's a common courtesy thing. Like, hey, this is my job. I got to do it. This is what I'm going to say. Still love you, but got to do it.
Jimmy, how about you? You think you do it?
Not the way Charles does it. No, he's very direct to the point. I think part of that is part of the show too. I think they want that.
Yeah,
of course.
That's why he's there. Especially the back and forth between him and Shaq. I still think a lot of that is half staged. Because that's what they want. They want that going back and forth, and because that's what entertains people. It's supposed to be entertainment. You get some information as well. But now, as far as what he says about players and everything, again, I think it's known. It's known in the business that that's what he's going to do. He's a sports commentator. He's going to make comments about sports players. What do you think, Reek? Pretty much the same?
I think it is. When it's your friends, it is hard when you really have friends with somebody. Especially, I think at one point you want to call them and ask them and tell them. But then at the other point, like, say Joe said to me, I really don't want you saying that.
Oh, well, that's different. Right.
That's hard because then I came to you and I said to you, hey, we're doing a story on you, and I got to mention it, and you come back to me and you can't. And then it's really, you're really caught.
Dicey.
Yeah.
It is dicey.
Well, then the friendship's gone.
My point.
Because, really, your job has to be...
It supersedes that.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a tough call.
Yeah,
that's a tough call, though.
That's why him and Jordan are not friends anymore.
Yeah.
They were best of friends because he really slammed Jordan for his ownership and how he handled Charlotte and the guys he had around him. Right. Jordan didn't like it. They haven't talked in 12 years, and it's a shame. But I think it is a tough thing. I think Brady's going to have the same problem when he comes out.
Yeah, probably. Well, look, he's going to have that problem if he handles it that way.
Yeah, well,
if he goes like Charles Barkley and he just says what he's going to say and like deal with it type of stuff, Yeah.
Well, there's two different roles because, again, Brady's announcing the game.
Yeah.
Totally different than Charles, who's talking about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's a difference
as the color guy, I mean, like the Tony Romo, does he doesn't go on and, matter of fact, if anything, he boasts players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 200%.
Yeah.
And that's John Gruden was like that too. John Gruden loved everybody.
Yeah.
Nothing but glowing praise for all these guys.
Of course.
And it's like I feel like that's generally what it should be. For the most part.
But announcing's, again, different than you're doing play-by-play. That's the story.
Yeah.
When you're Barkley, you're analyzing it, you're talking about it.
You got to talk about the Towns
A
because
problem-
that's all people care about.
Yeah, things that they did and again, on this 60 Minutes article, he went after Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah. He and Durant
Do not
all
like
the time.
it.
Yeah, Durant is like the most sensitive dude in the NBA.
And that's
he
even
fires at everybody.
And that's even next level.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
just commentating on ESPN show. That's on a nationally syndicated CBS.
Yeah.
60 Minutes. I mean,
Yeah,
that's even like almost a step. Like I put it there a little bit step above.
Oh yeah. It's not TNT. It's and 60 Minutes is one of the most watched shows that's live every week. And they come out there and they talk about it. But yeah, it was an interesting piece. Barkley definitely's got a great personality. He's in all those Capital One commercials. But again, when it hurts a friendship, it is hard. When you say to somebody, hey, you know what, I have to report this. And then somebody says, well, I'd rather you not do it.
Yeah. Well, I would say that it's not surprising to me because look, Jordan's a different cat.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan is spiteful.
Yeah.
Jordan has an ego the size of New Hampshire.
So everybody else.
I mean, but he is like a spiteful, like holding on to grudges.
Yeah.
Like he's that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? I don't know that about him, so I'll take your word. I don't doubt
obviously,
it.
like I've never
Really?
met him,
Okay.
but like everything, like if you watch the Last Dance and everything like that, like he's just like he is wired differently. His competitiveness.
So is Kobe. Same way.
Yeah, same way. And just like they come off as unfriendly to a lot of people, because it's one
Win
goal.
at all costs.
Win at all costs.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Pippen don't talk anymore.
No.
Because he said in The Last Dance he felt Pippen was selfish.
200%.
That's no surprise.
Yeah.
But again, like you're talking, well, to me, and I look at it this way in my life, whether it's a friendship, I've been working with Jimmy over 20 years.
Yeah.
I know you 7-8 years.
Yeah.
I think in my mind, I could be wrong, even dating or the longer the relationship goes, it takes something huge to end it.
Yeah.
To me. Like if you're dating somebody 3 months, something happens, you're like, you're out. You're with somebody 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
200%.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to take something huge.
Right,
So
okay.
if him and Pippen, they a long time.
Yeah.
Him and Barkley, long time.
Yeah, but they butted heads
But
even
that's
even
the
on
whole
the Bulls,
thing, though.
right?
These are, but
Yeah, but I mean, not to be friendly at all, that's a big thing. Like, so my point is what he says, like, Jordan is like that, like, you're out.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
once
you
you're
got to
done,
think about it like
you're
this,
done.
though. It's like any other working relationship, though. It's like if the basis of the relationship is we work together and things grow from there, once you stop working,
It ends.
you don't have the incentive to like, okay, I'm going to push through this and deal with these negatives because we have to work together. Like they're not working together anymore. Go pound salt, dude.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were
Gloves
you
off.
were an ass for my whole career.
Yeah.
Just like talking trash in practice, super competitive, tough to deal with, all that stuff. We're retired now. I don't need to do this. And you're running your mouth like that, I'm done.
But again, do you have to understand something to think about? Hey, man, I'm your friend, but you got a job to do.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
of course.
it weighs both sides.
I'm mostly talking about Pippen and Jordan, though.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Well, there was always that Batman and Robin thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just the way it was. It is the
And
locker room.
Pippen didn't like being Robin.
No. It is the locker room. And Pippen had a bigger thing that he didn't get paid the money. At the end of the career, though, it showed he made more money in the NBA than Jordan.
Yep.
But Pippen's beef
Thanks
was
to
really
Houston.
Yeah, his beef was really with the Bulls.
Yes.
Not so much Jordan. But he felt a lot of times reports are Jordan should have went to bat for him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sign him, give him his money.
Oh, okay, God, yeah.
And Jordan didn't. Jordan was like, hey, man, I do my thing, you do your thing.
Well, and the Bulls front office was frugal, man.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't spend money.
No, they didn't. It is the locker room on a Saturday, April 1st. It is Final Four weekend and a derby. Can it get any better than this? I don't think so. We'll be back.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very warm through the afternoon with temperatures in the middle and upper 80s with a south wind between 15 to 20 miles per hour. A stray shower is possible later this afternoon and early evening, then partly cloudy, breezy, and mild tonight with temperatures in the 60s and 70s at the coast.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 4/4/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar & Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar & Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Spring is in the air this March at Gulfstream Park Casino. Join us every Saturday and take a spin in the fan favorite Wheel of Winners game. 5 winners will be selected every hour to win a share of over $15,000 in free play. On April 1st, Gulfstream Park Casino is giving away a brand new QX50 Infinity and $15,000 in free play at the Derby Day Car Giveaway. Earn entries all month long in March and 25 times entries every Sunday. You're sure to find thrills at Gulfstream Park Casino.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the locker room on a Saturday, April 1st, baby. Maybe you played a trick on somebody. Let us know. 877-927-6969. It is the number to call. FAU and the Canes, baby. 6 o'clock. By midnight tonight, we're going to have some answers. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Joe's in the house.
What's going on, boys?
And again, we'll have Teddy Covers calling us at 12:35. He'll give us some games. We'll talk about the Final Four weekend, what his thoughts are. Now, he might not give us games there, but we'll talk some baseball because baseball has started. Marlins won last night against the Mets. Hats off to them. Yankees did win. I don't know if you saw this. I pointed out to Jimmy. We looked at it together. There was a kid at the Dodger game the other night who got engaged.
Okay.
And he jumped over the wall. He got on one knee, and he showed his girlfriend the ring. And then what happened, Jimmy?
He got plowed by the security guard.
I mean, you got to check it out. It's on Real Radio's website. The kid got crushed like a punt.
Yep.
You know when a guy goes on a punt, you're not looking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. But she said yes.
She better at that point.
He's on bent knee, right? You know, and holds the ring up, and this security guard comes in from the side, and he just lowers his shoulder,
reliving old
and
football
lowers
glories.
a boom on him like they used to do in the NFL.
Oh, he crushed him.
Took him out.
I don't know where the ring went, but he got mad.
I got to tell you, that security guard I bet he woke up a little sore too, because I mean, unless he had shoulder pads on, I couldn't tell.
No, he didn't.
He was he
hit him hard.
That was a helmet, man.
Remember I told you, I said, you got to check this out. When you looked at it, you go, wow. Because you don't usually see. You see them grab somebody.
Yeah.
Two guys, they pull them out. This
Well,
guy
and
just...
that's unless you're there, like they don't show it on TV because they don't want to, you know.
Oh yeah, this
they don't
was-
want to promote it basically.
This was cell phone camera footage from the outfield, and then there was a couple different angles that you saw, but the main one that we saw that somebody posted on Twitter, they even looked up to the stands, and of course everybody's got their cameras out too.
And which is so gross about our society. It's like the first instinct we all have now. It's like something horrible's happening. Oh, let me get my phone.
Well, that was actually before the hit. That was when he was going to propose, right?
Oh,
so whoever it was trying to see if they could find the bride.
Yeah.
Or maybe they knew who the bride was. I don't know. That I can't
I would
tell
have loved
that.
to see her face after the hit. Just like, oh,
yeah, really.
Yeah, because she obviously was sitting with him because he went outside. I mean, went on the grass and looked right at her.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking at the stands.
Yeah.
So that's why the camera showed the stands. And then the other thing, when you're kneeling, your hands are up. You're all exposed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he might have woke up with a couple of broken
what's he
ribs.
thinking anyway?
He wants to get on TV.
I mean, but why don't you like call ahead of time and be like, hey, this is what I want to do. Do you think like I can?
Yeah, put it
just
on the
go out-
jumbotron like every other.
Make it a big
Nimrod.
deal.
They do that, but they won't let you on the field. They never let you on the field, but they will put it on the Drummond, like Jimmy said. You can pay. My buddy did it. Remember?
Well,
he used to call
That's what Joe was talking about.
Yeah.
I believe that's what you
I mean,
meant.
pretty much. Just like you don't have to do it illegally. You don't have to.
No, but I'm saying
make yourself susceptible to that punishment.
You wouldn't get on the field, but you could put up on a drum. Because remember our caller Eric from Miami? He did it.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, he called up. I don't know if you remember. When he got engaged, he had it on the screen.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive. I think it's like $50. But this kid wanted to go on the field. They're not letting you on the field.
No.
But he got crushed. And now, if you're familiar with Dodger Stadium, he was in center field. It's a big jump. They showed the whole thing. Like he came down, rolled. Right between innings, and then but the security guard, man, he looked like he played for the Rams.
Yeah.
He wiped him out. I mean, like imagine if the ring goes up in the air. You're like looking.
It might have. I don't know. I didn't really see it. I didn't pay attention to what happened to the ring. That's a pretty good.
They're usually pretty locked into those little cases.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah. Imagine if one of his friends said, "She said no."
All for nothing.
Yeah, right. Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, those guys, forget it. I mean, it was definitely something you go for the extra mile. Something he planned that he wanted to do, but man, forget about it. Good thing he didn't do it like some other parks, like out of the United States, because that's when you really end up in some trouble.
Well, now he's banned, probably going to be banned from the park, and that's the
arrested.
And what do you get? They kicked him out. They probably gets a fine, which that much he. I mean, if the guy's got money, but he may not care about that.
$200,
but he got it. To him, it was probably worth it because now he's got that on film forever.
Well, it's a stadium though. They got a drunk jail there, right?
Not all. No? Only Eagles had. No, you definitely get arrested. They bring you down, like Yankee Stadium. I remember we were kids and won a World Series. We jumped on the field, jumped on and jumped off. I mean, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And people were getting nailed, like cops and everything.
Really?
I never forgot that. That was one of the most crazy things I ever went through.
That's awesome.
Yankees won a World Series. I think it was 78 or 79. I don't know what year it was. I was a kid. I mean, really young. And we went on for 2 seconds, jumped back on because everybody was coming at you.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a mob. It's like a stampede, dude.
Oh, yeah. Forget it. They're coming at you. Yeah. You're like, oh, my God. But this kid got cracked. Good video. Check it out. Go to Real Radio. You'll like it.
Yeah, realradio921.com. Look under the Penthouse blog. It's there.
It is the locker room on a Saturday. Teddy Covers calling us in a couple minutes. We'll get some winners from Vegas. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Your shot to score $1,000 returns Monday morning on Real Radio.
Experience the PPG 375 at Texas Motor Speedway this Sunday, April 2nd at 12 p.m. Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock. Watch the fastest cars and the boldest drivers fight to the finish line. The PPG 375 Texas Motor Speedway this Sunday at noon Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, our mission is to fight to get you more. Because when you get injured at work or in a car accident, you will need more to move forward. We have more than 800 lawyers and thousands of support staff and more offices nationwide than any other injury law firm. So far, we have recovered more than $15 billion for our clients. But don't take our word for it. Check out any of our more than 28,000 5-star Google reviews from our clients. Injured? Don't wait. Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com right now. Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you more. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you call America's largest injury firm, you get the backing of a national firm, along with a dedicated team from your community, handpicked by us. When you need a fighter, you need us. Call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
The world's greatest collector car auctions returns to Palm Beach, April 13th
through the 15th. Experience Barrett Jackson at the South Florida Fairgrounds as hundreds of vehicles cross the block with no reserve. Explore the vast lifestyle marketplace, take a thrill ride, and more. This unforgettable automotive lifestyle event has something for everyone. Visit Barrett-Jackson.com today for tickets.
People come into Diamonds Direct and they can't believe what we brought to South Florida. A totally new concept in jewelry retailing with wall-to-wall diamonds and designer rings at prices you never thought possible. But what people here like just as much is our after-the-sale added value. See, at Diamonds Direct, you will never pay to repair any jewelry purchased here. Never, ever. Repairs and maintenance are free. What other stores charge you for, Diamonds Direct gives you free. Ring sizing, free. Rhodium finish, free. New prongs, free. Appraisal, free. Need a stone tightened? No charge at Diamonds Direct. Even if you accidentally knock out the accent diamond, we will replace it at no charge. And while other jewelry stores require you to have your jewelry constantly inspected to keep a warranty intact, at Diamonds Direct, inspections are not required. Bottom line, we stand behind what we sell so you can buy with total confidence. Diamonds Direct, South Florida's direct diamond importer, where the best value price is just the beginning. In a beautiful showroom in Boca Raton, behind Town Center Mall.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
In this week's Marketers Report, Patrizio Spagnoletto, Global Chief Marketing Officer, Direct-to-Consumer for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on the difficult task of building and retaining consumer trust.
Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy. And we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent. The best thing for us to do is to build a relationship with our consumers. And if those consumers have a relationship with the DJs that are on air, then we want to build on that. House of the Dragon, which was one of our most successful, if not the most successful campaign we've ever done for a show, audio was a core part of that.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
It's Elliot in the morning. Rover's Morning Glory.
Booker and Stryker. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
Alter Ego, are you ready?
All of the best free curated playlists.
Nobody does it better.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
Hey guys, this is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
We're the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Locker Room on a Saturday on 92.1 Real Radio. Big weekend down here in South Florida, baby. It is Final Four. Crazy. I've never seen it this crazy with FAU and the Canes. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Joey's here.
What's going on, boys?
And it's 12:35. You know what that means? It's like a shift change at a strip club. This guy never lets us down. He's always on time, does a great job, one of sports handicappers' best. Our aficionado all the time. Teddy Covers from sportsmemo.com. Teddy, how the hell are you?
Teddy to the main stage. Teddy to the main stage.
Like a shift change at a strip club. You make me laugh. I'll give you that, man.
I am good, my man.
And
humble.
That's Teddy's belly laughing while you're introducing me. That's a good line, like a shift change at a strip club.
There he is. You can use
I'm
it.
doing all right, Creek. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. You could use it on all your other stuff.
I got that patented.
Okay, sorry. Jimmy holds all my stuff. For a pizza, we'll let it go. Teddy, how the hell are you? It is a great weekend down here. I talked about it last weekend when you gave me some kudos about FAU, but man, can you believe they are this far in possibility to get to the finals?
So when you looked at the bracket,
yeah,
after all the upsets from the Sweet 16 weekend,
mm-hmm.
you're like, okay, Kansas State or Florida Atlantic or these random teams are like, okay, one of these four teams is going to play for the title.
Yeah.
Obviously San Diego State being one of them. And why am I spacing on who the Aztecs beat to get here? It doesn't matter. For some reason, I'm spacing on it this minute. My apologies.
Houston or Alabama?
Very random.
Alabama, they beat.
One of which is going to get. Yeah. No. What wasn't? They beat Alabama in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Elite 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Creighton.
Creighton.
Yeah.
Creighton. Yeah, exactly. It's like either Creighton, Kansas State, San Diego State, or Florida Atlantic will be playing for the national title. That was determined after the Sweet 16. You're like, that's a pretty weird foursome to get there.
Oh, yeah.
But, all week, what are the questions? Because everyone out here knows San Diego State. Vegas, San Diego State played on West. There's nothing. This has been a top program in this conference for many years. While it's a surprise to see the Aztecs get this far, it's not something completely unheard of or unthought of here in Las Vegas. But Florida Atlantic is a team that, everyone, who, what, where, how. And all I'm saying is, look, they only lost 3 games all year for a reason.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with that game. Let me be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a penny bet on that game, not 1 cent. I don't know what to do with the total. I don't know what to do with the side. I will watch.
Yeah.
If I get +5 with either team in game, I'm going to bet it.
Okay.
That's my strike price is +5, and I don't care who.
Okay.
I would expect that game to come down to the wire. And after tip-off, again, I'll be looking at I'll be looking for literally either side. I get +5. I'd love to get both sides +5.
Now, San Diego State's good defensively. We've talked about that. And the Owls,
not good.
Yeah,
not good.
Yeah, they don't shoot. They shoot well at the 3, so that should help them.
San Diego State's not good defensively. They're elite defensively. Don't make any mistake about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This defense is as good as anything Florida Atlantic's seen all year, or better.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing in a football stadium in Houston. It's not great for sightline.
Yep.
I worry about everybody's 3-point shooting today.
Yep.
But Florida Atlantic needs to hit those threes, and if they don't, they're not going to win because they're not going to be able to. The low post play has been there for the Owls throughout the tournament. It really has.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed with what they've been able to do in the paint. I don't know that continues against San Diego State. San Diego State is tough in the low post. It's really hard to get in the paint against that team.
Great defense.
So Florida Atlantic's going to have to hit shots. Yeah.
And the thing with San Diego State, most teams in the NBA definitely, and in college, they don't really guard the 3-point line, but they do.
Yeah, they guard it. I think teams have hit 18% against them in the tournament.
Yeah.
From behind the arc, they guard the 3-point line very, very well. But the thing with San Diego State, they're not a great shooting team either.
No.
They game after game, I've seen them play a bunch of times this year, and they will have stretches where they go ice cold and don't score a point or don't make a bucket, and for 6 minutes at a time. And if that happens in the second half, they're in trouble. Florida Atlantic can compete in this game.
Yes.
I don't think they'll win it, but I think they can compete. Total-wise, it's a really fascinating total. San Diego State's gone over 10 straight games. They don't play overs. 10 straight unders. I think it's 12 of the last 13. Florida Atlantic's 5-2 to the under last 7. They're very comfortable playing in half-court sets. Everything points to the under in this ball game.
Okay.
There's one exception. The sharp money's telling me I don't want the under.
Okay.
So I didn't play the under here. And again, when a team's riding a 10-game under streak, all right, if you've been riding it, great. If you're trying to get on game 11, you're a little bit late to the party. Like I said, I haven't bet one penny on that game yet, and plus 5 in games what I'm looking for. Period. +5, +5.5. Count me in.
All right, Teddy. Let's get to some picks, and then I'll give you a couple of questions. And I got an email that I promised somebody I would definitely get to. So let's get some picks from you and see where we're at.
Sure. If you like unders, you'll like the picks I'm giving today because I'm giving 3 unders in 3 different sports.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Today's an under day. Let's talk about Miami, Florida, and UConn.
Okay.
Where when you look at the advanced metrics, everyone's saying, look, 2 top 5 offenses. They're going to light up the scoreboard. Why is Miami here right now? I'll tell you why. Why I think they're there. 1, their guard play has been incredible.
Yep.
And 2 is their defense has been better than people thought it was. In every game Miami's played, they've shut somebody down for an extended stretch. Every single game, the defense. So look at the season-long stats; they're mediocre. That's why. And then you look at the pace for these 2 teams. That's why the total's as high as it is. But we're in a venue where I don't expect the long-distance shots to fall. If it's a blowout, the pace slows. If it's a tight game, if this game's tied with 8 minutes left, the pace slows. Okay, we've got an elite defense. UConn is elite defensively. I don't think Miami's going to be able to get to the rack today and get the layups that the guards have been doing throughout this entire tournament. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a foul fest, I just don't see shots falling for either one of these squads. 149 to me feels pretty high, and 149.5, even 150s out there right now. That's too high for this better. I expect the loser here to be held under 70. Give me Miami and UConn under 149, and shoot, there's 149.5 popping up right now. There's over money coming in, so I don't mind fading it.
And also, like you said, playing in a football stadium, it is a little bit of an adjustment for these kids. I know they've been out there a couple of days, but it is a big difference than what they're used to playing. Where are we going next?
Sure. Let's go to the Trop in Tampa and take a look at an under there.
Okay.
Where it was 7.5, and now it's down to even at 7. I'm still playing this game under. Okay, I apologize. It was 7.5 when I wrote these down 15 minutes ago. I have the same routine every Saturday, Greek.
I know.
Put out the client plays, take one look at the card, look at some other stuff that I bet and like, write down my plays for you, go downstairs, get my tea fresh, come back upstairs and call in. And in the 15 minutes between when I went downstairs and when we're talking right now, this line's gone from 7.5 down to 7. That said, I still like the under between the Tigers and the Rays. Let's start with this. Last 10 years, you want the simplest trend you can find? Game 1 stays under. Game 2 of the MLB season, when the 2 teams have stayed under in Game 1, 69% of the time since 2013.
Wow.
It's 46-20 with a couple of pushes. I did go 1-1 yesterday. But Detroit's not going to hit. All right, this is not a good lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa is an okay lineup. They got really good defense. I don't know if you saw the catch the guy made the other day to save 2 runs against the Tigers. Tampa's at the Trop. Tampa remains and continues to be a dead nuts under team. Tigers in 7 games against the Rays over the last 2 years. They played the opening day where they got shut out. They played them 6 times last year. They've gotten them more than 3 exactly once during that span. I don't see runs in bunches here. Tigers, Rays, under 7. And,
all right.
You can get you get that at even money right now after the line change, after the line move.
All right. So what's the last one? The third under. What sport are we going there?
Well, let's go to the NBA.
All right.
What? 224.5/225 for the Mavs and the Heat today. Okay, I understand Bam might not play,
mm-hmm.
and that's a big loss on the defensive end for Miami.
Okay,
these teams aren't lighting up the basket right now.
No.
What's Dallas gone? Dallas is under 6 of their last 7. They've gone under the total. The offense has been spotty at best. At best, Miami's offense is at the bottom of the league since the All-Star break. They've been awful.
Yeah.
They haven't scored 100, more than 100 in the last 3 ball games, and it's not just the last couple of games. This has been a real problem for the Heat. 224.5. I don't think the pace will be there. I don't trust either of these two teams to make shots, and defensively, certainly, there's enough to like here to get Miami and Dallas under 224.5. If you shop around, you can find 225s.
All right, so all you got to do, remember today, guys and girls, if you listen, is the under.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be in good shape. UConn, Miami, Tampa Bay, and Detroit, and the Dallas Mavericks and the Miami Heat. Those are Teddy's 3 selections. Jimmy will put them up on our social media page, and I would say within the next 10 or 15 minutes, they'll be up there in case you do forget, but we'll mention throughout the day. Florida Derby today, Teddy. Pick a number between 1 and 12. We do this every year.
Oh, I meant to ask someone about it, and I totally spaced on it. I'm sorry. There's just a little bit.
We'll go with my method. It's better.
With MLB. But pick a number from 11, from 1 to 12. It's really 11. It's always 11.
Always 11. Joe Cap. All right, we'll go with 11. And that's also the new shortstop for the Yankees, the rookie that came up.
Florida Derby, the
Yeah.
11. That's the favorite, right?
Yeah.
Forte.
Yeah, you're right.
Is it?
Yeah. You want to pick another one?
With everything.
Yeah, well, the first 8 are long shots, so we're going to go with the 8 long shots. You know me. This way we lose 800, we get right at it again.
Can't wait. Got a cigar for it, too.
On the label, it says 0 and 8. Mm-hmm. At least you can smoke it away.
OWEN. 8. 0 and 8.
That's right, 0 and 8. Teddy, tonight I am looking at the Heat and Dallas. Dallas playing so bad. Miami's home. They don't score. I think Dallas gets the W down here. What do you think?
That wouldn't shock me. I don't like anything that I'm reading or seeing out of the Heat lately. I really don't. There have been a lot of dicey quotes coming out of that locker room. The quote saying, "Now's our time to come together or fall apart," and then they lose 3 in a row. But Dallas is a very difficult team for me to trust. If I'm playing, if I have to make a bet, it's Mavs plus tonight, but I don't have to make a bet on this. Dallas needs to win a game against a playoff team before I'm actually going to put money on them to beat a playoff team. The only win they've had was that game against Indiana the other day, and people were like, "Oh, buy Zion on Dallas, buy Zion on Dallas."
No.
Not so fast. Yeah.
Now, one of the teams that we talked about, you did, that we were talking about betting against, and again, obviously, it's 2 days. But a little surprised the Rockies 2-0 against the Padres, aren't you?
I had them yesterday. Yesterday, actually. It doesn't take me long to switch.
I love it.
That was yes. But that's the concept. All right. We have preseason ideas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I still think Colorado's going to be a team that at some point we're going to fade.
Yeah.
Right now they're hitting and San Diego isn't.
Yeah.
And the other thing was that the markets were, Freeland, look at Freeland's track record. Look at Freeland's track record at Petco. Okay.
Yeah.
He's dominated. The quote from him was like, "I love pitching in San Diego." And everyone's like, "Freeland's got a 6-point-something ERA." I'm like, I don't care. He likes pitching in San Diego. This is his venue. Padres aren't hitting. I am a little bit surprised about the Rockies, but this is the Padres. I don't know if you remember the Padres went on that dismal stretch. What was it? All through August and September last year, and they were garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Lost again and again at home as big favorites. No. Let's put it this way. I'm not laying 220 with the Padres today.
Last night,
today I might fade them again, or I might bet against them tomorrow. Padres are a problematic team right now.
Last night you have the Rockies in Arizona. That's a nice parlay. Both big dogs against the Dodgers and Padres, and they both end up winning. We always talk about streaks, especially out of the gate. There's always one team or two teams that maybe goes 9-1 or 10-2 or 11-0. We've seen it over the years. Any inkling of a team that could do that early on after 2 days?
I got a team that I want to fade right now and there. I'm betting against the Brewers until proven otherwise.
Okay.
But they've only played one game so far, and it worked. I bet against them today, so we'll see. But when I look at the MLB betting marketplace right now, Milwaukee's the team that's priced in a different range than I am. They really is. Mm-hmm. The markets think Milwaukee's pretty good, and I think Milwaukee's pretty bad, and we'll find out who's right.
Yeah.
Worked for me opening day. We'll see if it works again today. But I'm not. And again, the Brewers have like 2 elite starters in Burns and Woodruff and nothing. I don't like the lineup. I don't like the bullpen. I don't like the and Burns got lit up the other day. Woodruff got lit up by the Cubs in his first start against them last year here at Wrigley. He gave up 7 runs in 3 2/3. Bombed in every inning in that game. The Brewers are a fade team for me. In terms of a sneaky bet on, I'm very interested in this Orioles-Red Sox game today.
Okay.
The betting markets were really, really. There was a split in the betting markets. All right, the Joes liked Baltimore coming into the season. The pros were like, the Orioles are just going to fall back to the pack.
Okay.
Bet against Baltimore and da. And that might not be the case. If Baltimore's decent, you'll make money with them this year just like you did last year. If they can beat Sale today, that'd be a real confidence boost for that team. Kramer's got a terrible track record against the Red Sox. That's the only reason I didn't play the Orioles today, but I certainly lean in their direction.
All right, let me ask you 2 questions I got from people. I know the answers, I think, but I said I got to ask the expert. In college basketball for women, those games are on the board, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, just Final Four and tournament or all year long?
No, just as a so there are some books, and by some I mean like 1 or 2 maybe, that post women's college basketball lines. I think in the regular season even.
Okay.
But they certainly do for the whole tournament. But in terms of the broader market, you don't see anything till the tournament, and you don't see a lot till the Final Four. I know the books took a bath last night on Iowa.
Yeah.
In their upset win over South Carolina.
They were getting like 10.
Everybody had Iowa. I mean, that line opened 30. And again, all they've got is power rating numbers. It's not like this is a mature marketplace that they're, I know where the money's going to come. But, they weren't, that line opened 13 and closed 10.
Wow.
I don't know anyone that bet that laid it with. I literally don't know a soul that laid it with the favorite in that game. It was all money for the dog. And you think about a 3-point line move in a Final Four game and plus 500 on the money line. They got. I mean, the books got for a WNBA for a women's college basketball game. They got annihilated on that game.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know if that means that we'll likely see more or less women's lines up in the future.
My other question to you was: is there a limit on those games when you go to the window for college?
Of course, there's a limit on everything. Yeah, I mean the book. Sports books have limits. Now, sports books sometimes are willing to give you much more than the limit.
Okay.
Depending on A, the game, and B, what they think of you.
Mm-hmm.
The whale comes in. Yeah, bet whatever you want on this. Knock yourself out, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to bet $100,000 on a game where we have a dime limit on? Go.
Okay.
But they know that they're only going to take that for losing bettors.
Okay.
For the whales of the world, they're not going to. There's a limit to. And for women's college basketball, you're probably talking 500, 1,000, 2,000 at the most.
Oh, that's it. So somebody couldn't go up last night and bet 5,000, 10,000 on Iowa.
They could, but the line would the book would have a chance to readjust the line in between. You could go in and bet. You can get as much down on a game as you want.
Okay.
But the book gets the chance to reset the line after every bet.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play that game when I was betting arena football. Back in the day, where I'd come in and bet, and they'd move it 4 points, and all right, you want it more? Yeah, let me take another shot. Move it 4 more points. All right, let me get the other side.
All right, so for our audience who doesn't really understand it, basically, say last night you had Iowa, you walked up to the window and you said, I want to bet Iowa, and I'm asking you this question because somebody asked me, I want to bet them for 5,000 laying 10. Can they say, no, we'll only give you 2,500 at 10, and then the other 2,500's at 8?
In theory, yes.
Okay.
But the savvy bettor would certainly say, okay, I'll take the plus 10 here for 2,500 and then go next door and find the plus 10 there. I bet that one as well. But if you're someone, I only have one account at one sports book, the only place I can bet, you can still bet it again and again. But the book, again, if you bet, as you said, you bet $1,000 at plus 10, the book is, all right, well, you can bet another $1,000, but it'll be a plus 9. You can bet another $1,000, but it'll be a plus 8 after that.
Okay.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah, I love always kicking around questions for you with the audience that they ask because obviously you've done it for years and you know what's going on, but it is an interesting thing. And I did read the other day an article, WNBA games have gone up as far as viewership, almost 27%. And they also said the women's basketball tournament has done well with TV. And I do think that some people are interested because they are betting, and I always in my mind, I go to it must be getting some action now.
Look, they found a very clear correlation between betting and rating.
Yep.
It's not anything new, it's not anything different, but now instead of hiding it, they're saying, all right, there's a correlation here.
Yeah.
We want better ratings, let's allow more betting. So there's it's not rocket science in that regard. It's something that we've known and networks have known.
Yeah, they just didn't say it.
But now it's finally it's okay to do it.
Yeah.
So they'll promote the heck out of it.
See, the NFL this week passed that where teams, if they have a sports book in their stadium, can be open on game day.
Of course they did.
Surprised it took this long.
Look, Allegiant, again, it was 7 years ago that the NFL was going to suspend Tony Romo for coming to Las Vegas to be in a fantasy football conference. All right, that was, I think, 2015.
Was it there? I thought it was a little longer than that.
So,
it was a little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
Come a long way, is all.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Without a doubt.
Follow the money.
Oh, yeah. Well, the train's going down the tracks. Either you jump on the train or you get run over.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I did see the NFL also released a new logo for the Super Bowl in Vegas, which is going to be so cool. Teddy, always appreciate you and your time. Thank you for the picks today. Let everybody know how they can follow you and get on this winning train of Teddy Covers.
Yeah, it's always fun. I really appreciate the time every week, guys. Look, it's real simple. If you like sports betting and you want good info, check out the website, sportsmemo.com. Tons of free info, live lines, all kinds of stuff. We have guaranteed picks if you want them. Sportsmemo.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Teddy_Covers.
I expect T-shirts in the making. Teddy Covers, like a shift change at a strip club. Always good.
Come out with black velvet, Teddy. That's what I would suggest for you.
And gold. Teddy, we love you.
I do not have enough black velvet in my wardrobe.
All right, we'll work on it.
Nobody
does. I meant the song.
Have a good week, my friend. Thank you for your time.
Great call, Teddy.
Cheers, guys. Have a great day.
Peace. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday, April 1st, Florida Derby. We got Mike calling, our horse aficionado. We'll see what he says. He does like the favorites, and he says it's not even worth possibly throwing some money on the underdogs. Will I listen? No. Can't wait to lose this 800. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
A social media experience that isn't totally toxic.
Kind of a weird thing to brag about, but there it is.
Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Think you can buy a diamond just by looking at its grading report online or on paper?
I've been buying diamonds now for 36 years, 37 years. I have never bought a diamond without looking at it.
International Diamond Center owner Keith LeClaire has a warning. Lab grading reports never tell the whole story.
You cannot buy a diamond without looking at it. I don't care if it's from me or from anybody. You look at one diamond, it's crispy and it just talks to you. It just smiles at you. Then you look at another diamond that's graded exactly the same. And you go, well, it doesn't have the same smile. You know, why?
It could be a lower quality grade of rough diamond or a prominent inclusion, or it could be hazy or cloudy.
Many of those type of diamonds that are cloudy and sleepy, you'll find them on the internet.
Versus the ones you find at IDC. Each one handpicked by the experts for maximum brilliance with sparkle, clarity, and a smile.
I look at, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of diamonds, and then I'll select a small percentage of those.
Come and find the diamond that smiles at you at International Diamond Center, US 1 and PSO Boulevard.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in 3 easy steps. 1. Get a free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with a check in about an hour. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Low testosterone affects many men today, even men as young as 30. But finding someone you can trust for quality low T treatment isn't easy. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I am pleased to announce the opening of our new location in Palm Beach Gardens, making it more convenient for men to get help for low T, erectile dysfunction, and other sexual health issues. The Atlantic Men's Clinic is the leader in treating these types of conditions. In fact, we've successfully treated thousands of men for low T and seen amazing impacts low T treatments have. If you're like most men, you'll sleep better, you'll have more energy and improve mental clarity, get better gains in the gym, and your sex drive will improve as well. But the best news is that all this will likely happen in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit includes a medical consult and a PSA and T-test. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across Florida to serve you, including our newest offices in Palm Beach Gardens and Coral Gables.
Bright Future Scholarships have been funding higher education in Florida for over 2 decades. Last year alone, more than $600 million was made available to Florida students. So don't miss out. Millions of dollars in Bright Future Scholarships are waiting for you. Make your money moves and fund your future today. Visit FloridaBrightFutures.gov to check eligibility and apply.
Bright Futures pays. For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-885-3300. That's 800-885-3300.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Hayes!
Good Greek, moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday, 921 Real Radio. I am the Greek. Teddy Covers just joined us from Viva Las Vegas, baby, and he likes all the unders. So it's pretty easy to remember. Under UConn, Miami. Under Tampa Bay and Detroit. And under tonight in the Dallas and Miami game. Dallas-Miami game I do like. Kyrie Irving is in town. Therapists will love it. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon to Joseph.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Again, hats off to Joe and his family. Got to meet them last week on location. Very nice daughter, lovely wife, and nice parents.
Peanut butter jelly here.
Yeah, very nice people. Almost surprised in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of shocking.
A little shocking.
Oh, wow.
But
another ringing endorsement from the Greek. That was GREEK for the playback.
Yeah, no, Rosie, my daughter Rosie loved the G, man.
She's very nice.
Yeah, he went walking by in the restaurant. She's like, "Hey, Greek."
Yeah, she did.
What did he throw her? 20?
40.
No,
40? That's what I thought. Yeah.
No money yet.
If they're half as nice as you, Joe, then they're dynamite.
Oh, they're way better than me.
Oh, yeah, great people. Very, very nice. Do you have that drop about Nutters? This is a great one.
Yeah, this is great.
Here it is. It's a great endorsement. And again, I'm like Barkley. But I met Nutter's wife, and she was so nice. I was shocked.
I was absolutely stunned that she was nice. Thought she was going to be, something else.
But I met Nutter's wife, and she was so nice. I was shocked.
Absolutely shocked.
Absolutely
Shocked by that.
floored.
Actually, I think I got a couple new ones here for you, Joe.
They're eating dog food.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome that they're eating dog food.
He was a big Tennessee Vols fan.
Oh, great. He lost. Jimmy's got a page of nice.
Two.
I have two. Really? Okay, give me a couple more. These are good on Derby Day.
Not provided for my sister because I do not like her or her husband.
Nice. Mark, we appreciate the call, brother. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Well, I'm from back in the old.
Nice.
Nice. Not going to let you answer. Don't really care.
Franny, I don't know why, but you are just the best.
I don't know why. You're the best. I don't know why.
makes no sense.
Do you know Gioacchino Rossini?
Buonasera.
Oh, yeah, of course he does.
Who died on Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. That's nice. They're dead.
Nice.
And I was so sad. When I first got my car, my Mustang, it was the very first car I owned. I told you guys I ended up totaling it.
It's hilarious. Totaled my car. It's hilarious.
But yeah, they were eating outside of the Flip Flop Dockside Eatery when the deck fell. Uh-huh.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God the deck fell. Thank God.
Jimmy hands on. Just in case you don't pick it up. Just in case you're not sure.
It is. They are pretty self-explanatory, but
but it helps.
It's nice.
Crazy.
And the bullet hit the cop in the chest.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Cerise, what about you? What are your criteria for a good first date?
Can you hear me?
No, that's good.
Can't hear you. That's good. Actually.
His face kills me.
You can stay at my house. We've got the pool and everything nice, relaxed. We can have a cigar.
No, that's a pretty good offer. I'll see what else I get.
Yeah, because anything but that.
I'm going to keep shopping, but thank you.
I've done 39 hours nonstop as my record.
Driving?
Yep. Coming into Hartford, I had fallen asleep.
Nice.
Fell asleep driving. Did you crash? That would have made it better.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for taking my call.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Raining heavily here, so...
Good.
Good.
So I got a great story. I think it's hilarious, but I don't know if people would think it's funny. One of my buddies and his girl broke up recently.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that's just,
How's it going? Got a little beeping going on. I don't know what it is.
So one station's off the air.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
It's not ours.
It's not ours.
We don't care. And the unfortunate thing for you and all Jet fans is that you guys are having a good year.
Yep, having a good year. That sucks.
It's a shame.
You bet the under. Yeah, those are some great job, Jimmy. Great job, as always, making it happen for us and changing the way you say things.
While we're at it.
Uh-oh.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Hope you guys are having a good time. Get down to the Hard Rock. There are still tickets available. This is going to be a great event. You're going to want to be at it. We'll be here in a few minutes. Peace.
Hurry up, so.
And Russell Wilson, a report came out that he did try to get his coach fired.
Today we are talking about Freedom Filer.
But they did feel like something might have happened if the plane got off the air.
Something's going on and then we're off the air.
It's off the air.
We're off the air.
Plane's off the air, Joe.
How did the thing like this happen?
So if you shut everything down, close the lights.
I beg your pardon.
Or you can email us at realradio921.com.
Are you 100% sure that is correct?
I saw Tebow speaking about it and then interviewing himself.
Man, it's good to have some alone time.
I saw it. He was so excited. It was like a kid in Santa Claus.
All right. Hello, children. Here we go.
Toast, anything, banana, have something. And then just don't go to bed on empty stomach because then you wake up. And then, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to wake up. You don't want to go to bed and wake up, Joe.
Try to
Don't
avoid
do that, Joe. Don't do it. It might have come out wrong.
I tell you, you want to talk about irony.
There we go. Irony. Here we go.
Last night about 2:30 in the morning, I'm still up, right? So I'm looking for something to eat. There is not one thing in my house.
Okay.
There's a case of water, which contains 24, so there's about 18 in there, right? And there's one bottle of DP. That's it. The cabinets you open up, there's nothing in it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yet I'm looking for food.
Of course.
I know there's nothing,
there.
but I'm going to keep looking anyway. Salt.
It wasn't even no salt. I was so bad, I even opened my door. I was looking for somebody in the hallway.
Anything out here? Somebody drop a burger?
Maybe. And then I'm thinking, should I go out at 2:35?
DoorDash, baby.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to do that. DoorDash.
Anybody?
DoorDash is me leaving an apartment without my underwear. I would have no.
So that's daily. Yeah.
I have no clue. So then I opened one of my waters. And I had a little drink, went on my balcony, thought about it. I said, nah, I can't do it. Not high enough. And I got the Florida Derby today.
Just break a leg. That'll suck.
Yeah. So I do. But yeah, I got up and I said, what the hell am I looking for? There's not one thing in here. And there's a couple of bottles of Tito's on the counter.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's it. But I said, nah.
Unopened box of condoms.
No way.
No, somebody gave them to you. Of course.
Yeah.
I know you didn't buy them.
I wouldn't even know what aisle to go in.
Well, I know.
I'd be like, what am I doing with these blowing up for balloons?
Condoms?
What are these?
Where do you keep these things?
What are you doing with these? It is the locker room on a Saturday. I hope you enjoyed that little entourage of some hits and misses. More misses than hits.
How do you spell that? Ombrage. O-M? It started with O-M?
A little ombrage of hits.
Or U-M for University of Miami. We're going to umbrush it.
Yeah, the
U, baby.
Come on, Sebastian. How many people go out as Sebastian tonight or the Owl? What mascot would you rather be, Joe?
Oh, probably the owl.
You think?
Owls are fierce. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think you get way more tail as Sebastian.
No way.
The girls love that
No
Sebastian.
way. Weird, long, skinny legs.
About getting ass.
Big nose. No way.
Foot size,
Get outta
Joe.
here.
Foot size.
That's why he's the smart one.
Al's got tiny feet, man.
Gotta be Jimmy is a smart one.
But that ibis, look out.
Got a lot of ass with that outfit. It is the locker room on a Saturday. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Lamar Jackson. What is he doing wrong? And why doesn't any NFL team want him? You tell us. We'll tell you. We'll be back. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very warm through the afternoon with temperatures in the middle and upper 80s with the south wind between 15 to 20 miles per hour. A stray shower is possible later this afternoon and early evening, then partly cloudy, breezy, and mild tonight with temperatures in the 60s and 70s at the coast.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop Springfest at Lowe's today and save big on select major appliances. Get an additional $100 off select laundry pairs when you spend $1,296 or more. Valid through 4/12. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
There's plenty of thrills at Gulfstream Park in Hallandale Beach during the championship meet, with live horse racing action Wednesday through Sunday. It's peak season here in South Florida and time for the Grade 1 Florida Derby on Saturday, April 1st. Join us in the Flamingo Room, the Carousel Club, and 10 Palms Restaurant for an unforgettable afternoon of racing and entertainment. For stake schedules, reservations, tickets, and more, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
To understand what makes Diamonds Direct so different than other jewelry stores, you have to go back 60 years, when a diamond cutter in Israel became well known for his exceptional craftsmanship. His diamond cutting business flourished for decades. Then his sons got involved and started selling these exceptional diamonds to upscale jewelry stores here in America. Then, after a few years, these wholesalers changed the game and started selling these precious diamonds direct to the public at the same prices they had sold to the jewelry stores. The no middleman concept became an instant success, and Diamonds Direct was born. Today, Diamonds Direct provides that extraordinary value to people all over America, leading the industry with the biggest quality diamonds that still come straight from the best cutters, offered at the guaranteed best prices, period. Diamonds Direct, a truly revolutionary concept with a unique history, rooted in quality, committed to excellence, and always focused on value. South Florida's direct diamond importer in Boca Raton, behind Town Center Mall.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-885-3300. That's 800-885-3300.
The world's greatest collector car auctions returns to Palm Beach, April 13th through the 15th. Experience Barrett Jackson at the South Florida Fairgrounds as hundreds of vehicles cross the block with no reserve. Explore the vast lifestyle marketplace, take a thrill ride, and more. This unforgettable automotive lifestyle event has something for everyone. Visit barrett-jackson.com today for tickets.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies. Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes
Ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
Damn right.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the locker room on a Saturday. Final Four weekend, baby. FAU and the Canes. You're seeing history tonight. Make sure you get up and take notice and salute them. Let's go Canes. Let's go FAU Owls. We got 2 dogs in this race. Hopefully we win. Florida Derby is 12 horses today. We got 8 of them, first 8. So, Jimmy, what do you think the odds of us winning the race if we have 8 out of 12 horses?
Slim to none.
What did you think the odds were? What did you think the odds were on the Titanic?
Plus 8,200. No. 8 out of 12? Yeah, well, to win it.
25%?
I mean, unless you're taking the 11, because obviously that's the favorite.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it started at 4-5.
Oh, yeah. That horse is like
I mean, that's how it started.
Yeah.
So
it's going to go even worse.
Yeah, more than likely.
What are you thinking, Joe?
I don't really love your odds, if I'm being honest.
We appreciate honesty,
And,
unless we're in the bedroom.
All right. Thanks, Charles. It's Charles Barkley for the show. It's Joe bringing us all down.
I'll go last for my prediction.
Yeah, no, I you know what? Screw it. You guys are going to win today. I feel it.
You go
I
first.
feel it right now.
We're going to get our ass kicked. And I'm proud of it.
Damn right.
And I'm going to look good.
I haven't lost hundreds in years.
And I'm ready to go. All right? No, we're going to win today. We feel it. 1 to 8, we're going to have one of those horses come through that finish line and look right over at me and go, hey, Greek man.
Yeah, I'm just going to wink
welcome,
at you, too.
There you go.
I think it's going to be the 4 horse. I like that.
It's ironic
The 4?
you said the 4.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ironic.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
That's still not the definition.
Who cares? Who cares? That's very apropos. Like your girl said to me the night, she goes, I don't know if there's a connection between you and I, Greek. What do you think? I said, I don't know. You ever get paid for sex? She goes, excuse me? I said, you ever get paid for sex? She goes, no. I said, well, that could be the connection.
That's, it could be, yeah.
Got to start somewhere.
You want to start once a month like this?
What are we talking?
2,500?
25. Wow. Starting high.
Well, that also threw in, little cuddling.
Oh, well, okay. Now you're up there.
That's the experience right there.
Yeah, watching the Yankees.
Oh, wow.
And Birdcage.
Well, now you got some time invested there, buddy.
Yeah, you got to watch Birdcage. So, Joe, we're a little short on time. We're going to come back to this conversation again.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL, obviously, it's always making news with what's going on and everything like that. The Lamar Jackson thing seems to be a little bit more and more people are jumping on the train that they do believe he may sit out.
Really?
So,
Wow.
I don't think he plays under the tag. What I ultimately believe is going to happen is that sometime before or maybe shortly after the draft, you're going to see a trade. You're not going to see him sign an offer sheet with the team, and Baltimore's going to have the ability to match it. Teams are very wary of that. Nobody wants to get left at the altar. Nobody wants to do all the negotiating for Baltimore, sign him to a deal, and then get Baltimore to match it, and you're just standing there empty-handed. So ultimately,
if he plays for Baltimore next year, he makes what, $35 million?
It's gonna be
or 32.
I think it's 32.7.
Okay,
I believe. But so Lamar wants a commitment, but I think at this point he wants out of Baltimore. I think he realizes that he and Baltimore don't see his value in the same light, and I think he wants out. He asked for a trade, not publicly, but to Baltimore on March 2nd. He came out publicly recently saying that he did ask for a trade. You haven't seen any movement on his franchise tender being, discussed with any other teams because, like I just said, nobody wants to get left at the altar. Baltimore has all the power in that situation, and Lamar doesn't have an agent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be tough. And I think what ultimately is going to have to happen is somebody's going to have to, go through like a back channel third party type deal and actually get in touch with Lamar and figure something out. And then they're going to swing a trade, which I think would probably wind up being somewhere close to what the Browns gave up for Deshaun. 3 first-round picks and plus, and you're going to get your quarterback. But, I mean, what's so slippery about this whole deal is that you have to make that trade. You have to negotiate that contract. But, like, Houston was allowing Deshaun to go out and talk to teams, to visit
Baltimore's
teams, all that stuff. Baltimore's not doing that right now. And
Yeah.
who knows when they're going to decide to go ahead and do that, or if they're just going to, dig their heels in and wait out Lamar and hope that he caves.
Timetable, though, you got to know, I think, June, July, the latest, what he's doing.
It'll be...
Because it'll mess up the whole season.
I think it'll be shortly after the draft, at the latest. I think it's preferable for all parties involved that it happens before the draft. That way, if Baltimore has to do something about a new quarterback, like they can maybe make some moves there, or, bring somebody in. But, I mean, realistically... I think the after the draft thing will make sense for a team who doesn't land a prospect that they want and, doesn't have the draft to fall back on, and that's a negotiating ploy right now, too. A lot of people are pointing to Indianapolis, but they're sitting in the 4th spot fully intending on taking whatever quarterback they like that's still available.
That's still left.
Yeah, there's technically 4 guys that are considered locks for the top 10. Maybe... the 4th guy. Well, Hendon Hooker for Tennessee is like a late 1st, early 2nd round guy.
Okay.
And the only reason there is he's coming off a torn ACL. And plus, he's older as a prospect. He's already 25 years old.
Yeah, he is.
So you're Anthony Richardson, you're Will Levis, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young. Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud are 1 and 2. Nobody knows who's going to be where. I personally think C.J. Stroud's going to be number 1, and then Bryce Young's going to wind up in Houston. But then Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, it all kind of comes down to... Will Levis is a little bit older. He's got more starts under his belt, more experience. But Anthony Richardson's upside is through the roof. So it's going to be really interesting to see where these guys go. And plus with the Colts have a good roster right now. They legitimately could. I mean, it's not a super strong division. I mean, Jacksonville's probably in the catbird seat there. But I mean, that's not like a stranglehold on the division. Like if the Colts got Lamar, that's the team in the South.
If they get him.
Yeah. So it's like
if I don't see him going there. I think he wants to go where he can win, have a very good chance of getting to the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, but why not Indy?
Because it's the AFC and it's the toughest teams.
Yeah.
The tougher teams are in the AFC. We can't.
Well,
the
and
AFC
if you're Baltimore, you want to trade to the NFC.
Of course.
Sure.
You don't want to play him and trade him in there. And the AFC is head and shoulders above the NFC.
It's not even close. If you look at the top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC versus the NFC.
Yeah.
And like number 1 in the
Teams
NFC
too.
would be like 7 or 8 in the AFC.
And the teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles were very good last year, but they got picked apart in free agency.
Yeah.
They lost offensive and defensive coordinator.
Yep.
We're going to come back in the locker room. We're going to talk a little bit more about Lamar Jackson and Aaron Rodgers and why is it so important for these teams to save face with the fans. It always seems to be a he said, she said, but who really said it? We'll be back. Peace.
Hi, this is Franny. And this is Megan. We're the hosts of Pillow Talk.
On this week's episode of Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan, we get into a story about a groom who gets absolutely blasted for his vulgar vows. And we'll give you some hacks on how you can sneak some booze into that concert you're going to soon.
Ooh, and if you've been thinking about taking up some yoga, it might have more benefits than you even know. So we're going to tell you all about that. And of course, dive into another one of your DMs. All of that and so much more on this week's episode of Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. Your shot to score $1,000 returns Monday morning on Real Radio.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The FAU and Miami men's basketball teams are playing their first ever Final Fours tonight. The Owls play San Diego State as the Aztecs also make their first Final Four appearance, followed by the Canes taking on UConn. The Heat have lost 3 straight and play their penultimate home game of the season tonight, hosting the Mavs. And the 1-1 Marlins are sending Edward Cabrera to the Hill this afternoon to take on Tyler McGill and the Mets. First pitch from Lone Depot Park, scheduled for 4 p.m. I'm Bill Herendon.
This family takes turns turning heads. Brains, beauty, and athleticism. All they need now is for you to drive them off the lot. The Mercedes-Benz family of SUVs. A family of unrivaled vehicles waiting at your local dealer.
On the podcast Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman,
The Stanford neuroscientist explores how brain science intersects with our lives, passions, and behaviors. This deep dive into the unexpected facets of our brain science will help you see the world differently.
I'm going to explore the relationship between our brains and our experiences by tackling unusual questions.
Listen to Inner Cosmos with David Eagleman on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 4/4/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Riding PalmTran public transportation is easy with the Paradise Pass. The Paradise Pass is a free app and smart card to pay your bus fare. Simply tap the card or scan your phone screen and you're on your way. During March, load $5 on your Paradise Pass. Use the promo code SAVINGS and receive an entire week of bus rides free. That code is SAVINGS. Download the Paradise Pass app or get the smart card today. Go to palmtran.org to plan your trip.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Bright Future scholarships are available to all Florida students pursuing higher education after high school. And now, students with part-time jobs can use their hard work to qualify in place of volunteer hours. That means you can get cash for college every time you cash your paycheck. So don't ghost your funds. Get your Bright Future scholarship your way today. Visit FloridaBrightFutures.gov to check eligibility and apply.
Bright Futures pays.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Hayes!
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Get ready for this because it is here. iHeartland has arrived in Fortnite. I mean, you're going to see tons of concerts from huge artists like Charlie Puth. You can race, build, and even parkour, and find cool spots to meet up with fellow players and brag about how many dubs you've racked up. So ready up, jump into Fortnite, and check out iHeartland and Discover, now open. Visit iHeartRadio.com/iHeartland to start playing.
iHeartRadio.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the locker room on a Saturday. Good afternoon, everybody. 92.1 Real Radio. This is a big weekend, baby, for basketball and for South Florida. The Canes paying tonight, 8 o'clock against UConn, getting 5. Thank you, DraftKings. And then the FAU Owls. Hoot, hoot. Boca's going to be nuts tonight. Botox is half price if they win. They're getting 2 from San Diego State. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Joe.
What's up, gentlemen?
And another big thing that's going on today is the Florida Derby, and we have our aficionado of horse racing joining us, good friend of mine and a great guy. Mike, how are you, pal?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Jimmy, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that.
I'm always looking out for you.
What's up, buddy? You got a winner for this race today? Come on, there's only 12 horses.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to take the horse Forte, who is a very stunning gentleman in the 11 silks today, is going to be 4 to 5, if not lower than that. By the time this race goes off, yeah, I've been looking at this race all morning and throughout the week. Greek, if I was going to play, which I'm going to be firing my bet soon, I'm going to take 5 horses and spread a little bit on win bets and try to beat this favorite. I'm going to start with the 3, who's 30 to 1 right now, Shaq Diesel.
Okay.
That's just a more of a personal bet. I know the owner very well. I root for him every time he runs. Good guy. So, and I like the horse. He's 30 to 1. So if that comes in, I'll be a millionaire, right?
Nice.
4 Maze is actually one of my favorite horses down the circuit. Watched him win debut. Comes back. He runs on Fountain Youth Day, and he runs 4th. I had him that day. I thought he would put up a better fight. Forte ended up winning that day, which is, I think, what's going to end up happening today. But if you're going to take a number, Mage is in a good spot in that 4 spot to really kind of sneak through on the rail if he gets the perfect trip. Luis Saez, one of the best jockeys in the world, is going to be on him. Those are the first 2 I'm going to go with. And then we get to some of the other skinny ones. So you have Fort Bragg, number 10, Tim Yakteen shipping from California down to South Florida. Joel Rosario is going to get the ride there. I would play him as well.
Okay.
Not really in the best of form, coming in off of a okay race at 7 to 1 with Santa Anita in the stakes race. He'll still be a look today, though. I mean, really, this race is going to come down to if Forte gets a good trip or not. The 11 post is according to Todd Fletcher, the trainer, and I would say the same, it's deadly. It's a lot of energy that horse has to burn right away to kind of make his way over because it's a lot more ground he has to cover throughout the race. Dubin Hall is the 12. What I'm hoping happens in this race as a handicapper is that the 10 and 12 squeeze this 11 right at the start. Don't let him get over. He can't fit the trip he wants. You're going to have some speed horses like Mr. Peaks, the 5, Nautical Star, El Morocco, 5 through 7 are going to probably try to jump out right for lead. And then from there, it's all pace. If it's really, really fast, it's going to set up for Forte to come closing. But if it's slow and he's not winning, coming around final stretch, you got a chance than anybody else in this race.
Now, Mike, as far as races go in length, we're talking to Mike, good buddy of mine. He is a horse guy, owns a horse himself, has been involved in horse business for years. How is the length of this race? Is this considered a long race, medium race, short race?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Derby prep, so you got to think about it. So it's 9 furlongs.
9? Okay.
They're going to be there. Yeah. And it's a longer race, and, Greek, these horses are still very young.
3-year-old, right?
Business. They're a 3-year-old, but every horse has a birthday on January 1st.
Okay.
January 1st, they turn 3. A lot of these horses are very, very lightly raced, which is good. And, this is pretty much the last Derby prep for a lot of the South Florida horses that we've seen so far down here in the winter.
So this is it, and usually the winner does get involved with Kentucky Derby, correct?
Yeah, last year we had White Abario, who I was high on, and I still love that horse. He won, and that was a great story for trainer Sappy Joseph Jr. Didn't really show up in the Kentucky Derby, but it's always good when we like everybody after today that South Florida racing fan will get behind this winner going towards the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, it's a great race. Like I said, it's going to be 6:40 today. The problem will be that it's on the same time as FAU, and it's going to be hard in a bar or restaurant to get this game on. You're going to have to know somebody, but I'm sure we'll maneuver around. Let us ask you also, because I know you like hoops and you're a big Yankee fan. Hoop-wise, who you leaning toward today? You staying in the little bubble of Boca?
Oh, I will be. I'll be running my own parade through the streets of Boca. Yeah, I'm sticking with South Florida all the way. I'm very nervous about the FAU line. I think the fact that Kansas State was only given one, and now at San Diego State, I saw a couple lines. You had it at 2 coming off the break, I think, but I've seen 3.
Yeah,
it's a little concerning for me.
San Diego State, great defense.
Yeah.
Really, a lot of people aren't familiar with the team. You got that West Coast bias. People who don't really follow college basketball are not familiar with this team, but this team's very good. They play great defense. They watch the three-point line tremendously. We talked to Teddy Covers earlier. I think it was about 18% last game. So FAU is going to have to get inside possibly and start, mixing things up with them. And hopefully they can get a W. And the same thing with the Canes. Now, the only good thing with the Canes is that line has pretty much stayed on 5. But UConn, they are talking about a couple of these guys having the flu.
Yeah, and you know what? We talk about this all the time. They play a gamble. They just played it, in Vegas, so they're used to it. UConn's a bigger program, but the lights will be a little bit brighter tonight. Final Four, 1,000 people in Houston. It's going to be a show. I can't even believe you're talking about the FAU Owls, listening to you during the week, and now they're in the Final Four. It's just kind of surreal, and it's really cool for this area, for South Florida in general.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've been on him since January. Teddy Covers, our guy who calls every week, gave me a nice write-up. And I liked them from the very beginning because they were not only winning, they were covering. They're blowing teams out. And when, you can make money on any team in sports, I'm usually on it. And, hopefully it continues. And I hope, they keep winning and get one more W and get to the final game, which will be crazy. And, again, don't forget, Botox is half price this week. But, Mike, not that you need it, but it is half price.
Well, I'm going to have to go book a couple appointments. Thank you so much.
Now, where do you think you'll be watching the game? Will you be residing in your home away from home? Will you be at Strike Cigar Lounge tonight?
Well, I do pay rent there pretty much. We do keep the lights on for the most part. I will be at Strike Cigar Lounge watching Yankee baseball at 4:00.
Wow.
We then have FAU basketball, and then on my phone, laptop, tablet, whatever, will be the Florida Derby. So I'm locked and loaded for this afternoon.
Now, I'm guessing 2-1, the Florida Derby you'll be watching in the VIP game room. Is that possible? The 80-inch all by yourself?
That's correct.
Okay. I knew that was going to happen. And also, I want a special shout-out. I don't know if they're listening to your parents. Really, really nice people. I got the chance to meet them a couple of nights ago at New York Prime. And just really cool people. And I just want to say hi to them because they're really nice. They did a great job with you. I told them. And just really nice people.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And they say the same about you. Love the show. They're excited like we are. Big day in sports. Huge day for South Florida.
All right. Well, hopefully FAU wins and the Canes. We'll see what happens. And the Derby, again, we know the favorite's 11, but I like your style. You're saying maybe to 3 or 4, possibly.
Yeah, listen, it's your strategy. I've been to the track with you, and this is betting that favorite will do you absolutely nothing today.
No, Greek 101.
Beat him. Yeah.
The goal is to lose 800.
That's the goal. Pretty light, actually. Pretty light this time, Mike.
Yeah. As Florida Derbies go, it's a low year.
Think we can talk him into 200 a horse? Let's get this thing over $1,000.
And I'm going to put in a nice trifecta, 9-1 for Real Radio.
Perfect.
I'm going to do that. And I also have another 40 for me and Jimmy on the 1. That's a side. So we're figuring box, $2 box, 12 plus the. We're looking at an $850 loss.
Yeah,
there.
this would be great.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Really mild. I might have to stretch out another 100.5 so I can pitch a little more.
Mike, I don't know if you said it already. I'm sorry. I'm doing three things here. Jungfrau, do we know that that's a gray?
Can you say that again?
Is the number one horse? Do we know if that's a gray, Fungrau or Fungru? Jungru?
I am going to say 50-50. I believe that is the gray in this race.
Okay, all right. That's what we had heard. We were just making sure because I love grays, and it's one of those silly things like Greek likes to bet on the 7 because it's Sinatra's favorite color with the orange and all that, and that's mine. I love putting a couple bucks on the grays.
Yeah, Jimmy, he is the gray. Correct.
All right, so we're going to have the one. I'm going to Palm Beach Kennel Club after the show. Mike, appreciate your time. I know you're busy. You had a busy morning. You played some golf. How'd you do?
72, even par.
Wow, nice.
He's an ace. I mean, he really is. He is definitely, he's good at the club, if you know what I mean.
That's what I hear. Pretty good at golf, too. Not bad at golf, by the sounds of it.
I would back him on the course any day. I mean, he really is a good golfer. I heard that from a lot of people, not him. But, yeah, if you ever need a sponsor, call me. It's like sponsoring a girl at Monroe's. You're going to win either way. Mike, be good, brother, and I will see you later at Strikes.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Take it easy, Mike, you're awesome. Thanks.
Great job by him. Again, he likes the 3 or the 4. Again, this isn't a pick. These are long shots that he's just throwing out there. That
Shaq Diesel, that's the first one he came out of the gate with, no pun intended, or maybe a little.
Franny likes that horse, too.
Yeah, 30-1.
Yeah, which is
right
nice.
now, until they start getting some money on there. And so, yeah, looking good. Maybe you throw Forte in there. I mean, I drive a Forte. Is there a little connection there? That's the favorite.
Oh, okay. You had 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the goal's to lose 850, Joe. You think we'll achieve that?
Yeah, we can do it.
Standing on our head. You kidding me? That's easy. 850, that's easy. That's 2 trips to Monroe's and Strikes.
I love going because everybody always wants them on like the separate tickets and everything, and I'm always saying the same ticket, and then I look at it later, I go, give me whatever the amount is, 1 to 9 or 1 to 8, and they're always like, what?
Yeah. And then after you print them out and just throw them away. just throw them right in the freaking garbage.
I thought you want your tickets? No.
I ain't going to win.
No,
So
throw them away. Throw them away. You just rip them up, throw them away.
Hold on to them, because I hear you can use that as a tax write-off. Losing tickets. You keep that. That's your tip, buddy.
April 15th, right around the corner.
Yeah. Go pick them up.
Here you go. Oh, yeah, that'd be great to do that. Yeah, just why don't you rip them up? All right, so we were talking about, hey, you got to have a goal in life, even if it's bad. You know what I mean? If you even if it's a bad goal and you reach it, it is a good thing.
Is it though?
Well, I don't know. Well, the goal is to lose 850 today.
Okay, I respect it.
852. That's what we're looking to lose.
852. Okay.
100 on each.
$2 on a bottle of water.
Well, no, a trifecta, $2 box is $12.
Oh, all right.
40 on the 1.
Okay.
Right, so that's 20 for me, and then the other 800, so it's 852, which is a nice number.
It's a great number.
And a pretzel.
Yeah.
And we're fine.
There it is.
I mean, there's
That's
dinner
a win.
tonight.
That's a win.
You got to have goals in life. I mean, if you don't have goals, even if it's a bad goal and you reach it.
Still something to strive for.
Like you're on a date with a girl first time, you're like, I'm betting 10 o'clock. Last time I was on a date with a girl, I thought it was going to end like 9:30. I was going to meet my friends, and I told them all, and I said I'll be out by 9:30.
Yeah,
I just felt it going in. It was almost like, why are we going?
Yeah,
but it went to like 1:30.
Yeah,
why was she blonde?
Say blind.
Blonde.
Blind. What time's that boat leaving tomorrow? I might be on it.
Is she blind? No, blonde. God,
she wasn't blonde, but I just think we were not going to get out of the gate well. That's what I said. So I promised like 8 of my friends. I had to get him in a restaurant, and I'm like, 9:30, I'm there. Book it, Dano. Don't worry about it. And I never made it. which was unbelievable, but it crashed and burned anyway.
Jimmy, I wish you could the palm reading. This is a great night. We got our buddy Jorge checking in with us.
All right.
Well, all the way from the great city of Vero Beach, Florida. Jorge, how you doing, pal?
What up, Jorge? Good. Happy Saturday to everyone.
You too, Jorge. What's up, buddy?
And not too much. I heard Dana was expecting a kid. That explains all the weight gain, I guess, huh?
I put a couple of pounds on. Yes, I have. Celebrating.
Jorge, he's a good man. He's not here to defend himself. So let's keep the comments to sports or us. We love Dan.
I'm a big fan of Dano. I'm a big fan. Yeah,
great guy.
Met him many times, and great guy is right.
You watching his podcast?
No, I heard about it. I got to find out more about it.
Okay.
I got to find out something to do with drag queens and something. I heard.
No, that's mine. That's my podcast. No, he's got the one where what is it? Don't Dare Come to Port St. Lucie or something like that. It's called, and it's a spin-off. The idea is they boast how good it is to be here. So. But check that out. If you find him on his Facebook page, he often puts a link up there to it, or you can look for it on YouTube.
Sure. I got you. I got a question for you. When you're off, Jimmy, is Nutter going to be coming in, filling in for you?
No, Charisse is. Greek insisted.
Charisse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't blame him. She's better looking than he is, and I haven't even seen her, so.
A little bit.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, it's pretty close, though. I mean, Nutter's got a nice ass.
It's a toss-up in a snowstorm with 3 Tito's in you.
And, and surprisingly, his wife is nice.
Shocking, really.
It's amazing, yeah.
That comment was taken out of content, Your Honor.
Or context.
Or whatever.
Whatever.
I am. That's what I hear anyways, yeah.
Oh,
no,
sweating over here.
Guy. I like Nutter.
Nutter's a great guy. No. You never know. He maybe can do a cameo or something like that, but a great guy.
He's working full time now. He's not available now, unfortunately.
Yeah, but maybe we get him fired.
Hooking.
Maybe we get him fired.
Okay, well.
You never know. Make your call over the weekend.
Let the air out of his tires. He's late like every day for a week or something like that.
What happened, Nutter? You got fired?
I don't know. Air's out. There's no punctures or anything.
Probably pole dancing again, huh?
Yes. It's an up and down job.
How'd you guess?
But he's one of those guys. So, Jorge, what do you think today about the basketball? Any opinion on the Final Four? Or you don't get into that range?
I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be Florida. Wouldn't that be nice, huh?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, that would be nice. Yeah. What do you think about What do you think about the Patriots and Lamar Jackson? Do you think there's any truth to that?
No, they don't want him.
Okay.
They don't want him. No,
Why?
No.
He's good.
Why is right. Oh, yeah, he's good. Oh, yeah. Running quarterback. Somebody to take his legs out. He'll be collecting like these welfare recipients, getting a check every month.
Yeah, people have been saying that since 2018, dude. He's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he is.
He's a unanimous MVP for a reason. Not for nothing, Jorge, but let's be honest. Mac Jones isn't exactly lighting the world on fire.
Yeah, he'd be better than Mac Jones.
He'd be way better than Mac Jones. And I'm just saying, you got to think about it like this. Baltimore was so tough because they had a good defense, a good running game, and then Lamar just making everything happen. You guys are the same damn team. You're a really good running game, really good defense. The coaching's obviously through the roof. You put Lamar Jackson in the middle of that offense. The AFC East goes nuclear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I guess you can blame that on his agent, I guess.
Well, he doesn't have one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that was the point.
I know. Yeah. There you go. Hey, who were you referring to as having an ego the size of New Hampshire earlier? Who was that? You, Joe?
No.
He was talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who'd you think he was talking about?
He's talking about myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. New Hampshire, it's really not that big. I mean, could have been.
Well, my ego's in check. So it wasn't Greek.
No, if that's the case, we're talking about Texas or California.
Yeah.
Or England.
Alaska.
All right. Well, I can't wait to call in and have. Is Clarice going to be answering?
Yep.
The phone? Yeah. She should be answering the phone on Mondays. We love to hear from you, but again, we've got a big goal today. You think I can lose $8.50 in the Florida Derby today?
What, $8.50?
$850. You've been listening long enough.
8,500. Do we have keep adding the zero?
Jorge, you have faith in me or what? Come on, pimp me up. Or pimp me out. You got faith in me? You think I can lose this today?
No, I think you're going to win, Greg.
All right.
That a boy.
Ah, damn it.
All right. I love it. I feel it now. Call in Monday, and we'll talk about it, brother.
Sure.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Yep.
Take
Call.
it easy, buddy.
Call. Yep. 205.
I think we're off the air at 2:05. I think. I could be wrong. I got to check my watch. It is the Locker Room on a Saturday talking about Lamar Jackson. Don't forget the Final Four and the Florida Derby. I can't think of a better day to be in South Florida if you're a sports fan. I really can't. I mean, there have been a lot of big games over the years with the Canes, obviously the Marlins in the World Series, the Miami Heat, but never where it's a couple different ones. And this is great today. You got the Final Four. You got FAU playing against San Diego State at 6, and then 8 o'clock you got the Canes and UConn. And you got the Derby at 6:45. It's like a banana split. I mean, it's all right there for you.
It's right there.
Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend. We're going to be back in a couple minutes. We'll talk a little bit more of some Final Four. We'll talk a little baseball. Marlins, big crowd opening day, 31,000. Whew. Nice, Fish. The fish tank was packed. We'll be back. Peace.
Welcome to the Cult Club. Exactly. Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine. With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Think you have to travel to New York or Los Angeles to get a 5-carat colorless diamond in a one-of-a-kind designer setting? What if I told you people from those cities came here for these exquisite pieces of jewelry? Here to International Diamond Center. Welcome to the IDC Prestige Collection, a truly breathtaking array of large, rare diamonds 2 carats and up, handpicked for maximum brilliance and certified by the GIA. In addition, International Diamond Center is one of only 14 dealers in the world offering De Beers Forevermark Exceptional Diamonds, featuring magnificent diamonds 5 carats and up, including the rarest and most exquisite diamonds on the planet. The IDC Prestige Collection and the Forevermark Exceptional Diamond Collection are for the discriminating shopper with refined taste and uncompromising standards. No need to travel or have it flown in from a broker. It's all here. Every day, one of America's most impressive displays of large, rare diamonds, along with the most sought-after designer rings in the world. International Diamond Center, your direct diamond importer at US 1 and PSL Boulevard.
The world's greatest collector car auctions returns to Palm Beach, April 13th through the 15th. Experience Barrett Jackson at the South Florida Fairgrounds as hundreds of vehicles cross the block with no reserve. Explore the vast lifestyle marketplace, take a thrill ride, and more. This unforgettable automotive lifestyle event has something for everyone. Visit Barrett-Jackson.com today for tickets.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Mary on Demand is live. Start your marijuana education journey today and learn more with Mary on Demand. Take the self-guided education series at your own pace. You'll decide what you'd like to learn and when. Visit mary.famu.edu to learn more. That's mmeri.famu.edu. Mary, educate, learn, talk.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-885-3300. That's 800-885-3300.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
On the free iHeartRadio app, you never pay to hear what you love, and you never wait to hear what you want. Save your money, save your time, and listen anywhere. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Hayes!
We live in an age where people who need medical marijuana can finally get it. Make it easy on yourself with MMJ Health. See if you qualify for medical marijuana at mmjhealth.com. Meet with a Florida medical marijuana doctor today.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, this is Granny. Freak, I just want to say that you give me the best sex I ever had. April Fools, honey.
You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Reminds me of one of my ex-girls. She used to always tell me she loved Thursday nights. You know what the problem with that was, Joe? I used to go over Fridays.
That's a shame.
Bingo.
That's a shame.
Thursday night, best night of the week. Huh. I come over on Fridays.
It is The Locker Room on Real Radio, baby. 921. That's a trifecta today in the Florida Derby. Jimmy, how the hell are you?
Very good. Not offended.
Not offended. Jimmy's getting ready for that cruise. He'll be going on it. Before you're here, you'll hear, oh, Lord.
About 11 a.m. we'll be on that boat and setting sail for the Bahamas.
Good for you. That's a win.
Yeah. Now, how worried would you be if he said, in 20 minutes, you're going to meet your captain, and I walked out?
Turn around. Let's go down to Lauderdale. We'll catch a boat down there.
Joe's in the house.
I am in the house.
I don't know. Yeah, if you want, yeah.
It is Real Radio 92.1. We're going to get into a little Aaron Rodgers right after this call.
Welcome to The Locker Room. What's your name, bud?
This is Mr. Ed.
Oh, okay. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
Mr. Ed, we got to go. We would love the horses today. It's the Florida Derby, but we don't have time with that.
That's the problem.
All right, so Aaron Rodgers.
Or sounded like Tony Dorsett.
Yeah, it sounded a lot like him. Yeah, and Tom Brady and
everybody.
Shaq. Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers is sleeping in front of Statue of Liberty until he gets traded.
Yes, he is.
What goes on with this deal? Will this deal get done? Is there any chance that the 11th hour it blows up?
I mean, there's always like that outside chance, but I don't see how it benefits either team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they have to know that they got to come together on something. I'm sure it's just like the fine print that they're arguing over. I don't know if Green Bay is so hell-bent on getting a first-rounder and the Jets are so hell-bent on not giving up a first-rounder.
Well, they got the 13th pick.
Yeah, they've got the 13th pick. They've got the 42 and the 43 in the second round. And look, Green Bay is looking to maximize Aaron Rodgers for all they can get. But, let's be honest. You're getting 1 year out of him.
Maybe two.
Maybe two. And even that, I mean, you say maybe two, but he was ready to retire this year until Green Bay pissed him off.
Yeah.
So it's like what I don't know. The whole thing kind of floors me. I think it's ultimately going to happen, obviously, before draft day. I'd be shocked if it doesn't. But I think it's going to happen before draft day. I hope for the Jets' sake they don't have to part with that number 13 pick because I think that should be an offensive lineman.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah. But, I mean, we'll see. I feel like both teams are stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Jets have let every other quarterback possibility sign with another team. They've been dead set on Rodgers.
The only thing with the Jets, though, I mean, they did have their chance and they had an opportunity with Carr, but he decided to go elsewhere
because the Jets didn't commit.
Yeah.
The Jets didn't offer him a contract. They met and they talked and everything like that. But Woody Johnson's had his eyes on Aaron Rodgers, which to me, number one, it's name. Okay, and number two, it also leaves the outside chance that Zach Wilson can be salvaged.
Yeah.
If you sign Derek Carr to a
7
3-4 year deal, whatever it is, Zach Wilson's gone.
Yeah.
And that's a huge premium asset that they invested in just 3 years ago. And I don't think ownership's ready to close the book on that. And I think Aaron Rodgers is brought in to kind of bridge that gap and also make them a contender in the short term.
Oh, yeah, I think he definitely adds to them. There's no doubt about it. Anytime you make a trade, anytime you do a draft pick, free agents, you want to make sure the team's better. They're better.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. They're better with Rodgers. It's going to be a great season. People can every year you feel it and you hear it, people starving for the NFL. People every day.
Yes.
Still talking about the NFL.
Yep.
And Lamar Jackson and Rodgers are still the main thing that comes out of everybody's mouth. And you got the Final Four and you got the NBA, obviously, and baseball starting. But people love it. They just do, and they can't get enough of it. And also the fans love to play GM. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have Evan checking in with us. Hey, Evan, welcome to the locker room. What's going on, pal?
Everyone.
Hey, Evan, how are you?
What up, Evan?
Yeah, doing well. Couple things. I read that Belichick is looking at picking up Stetson Bennett for nothing, because he can get it for nothing. And he said so that will change his offense a little bit, throw him in, to change up the offense now and then. You heard that story?
I mean, I think you hear a lot of things. Whether or not they're true, who knows? I mean, they're saying that, they want to get Hopkins maybe as a wide receiver. But you hear so much stuff. At this time of year, Evan, anything that's in print, I really don't believe because I think they're all playing poker.
I will say this. So Stetson Bennett has kind of gained a little bit of steam. Obviously, he had a really good last 2 years. I mean, Georgia went back-to-back, largely because of how well he played.
Can't do much better than that.
But I'll tell you right now, Brock Purdy having the success that he had is absolutely helping boost Stetson Bennett right now. Because Brock Purdy he's not a running quarterback, but he's pretty mobile. He can move. He's a nice athlete, and he doesn't have overwhelming physical skills, but he's good enough, and he's a good football player. So, whereas the NFL draft is always about bigger, stronger, faster, prototype measurables, all that stuff, a guy like Brock Purdy having success in a good system will boost a guy like Stetson Bennett, who, I mean, if you look at his resume on paper, he should be the number one overall pick. He's a back-to-back national champion. He's got tons of starts under his belt. He's ready to go day one, yada, 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 but he's a little older as a prospect, and he doesn't have the overwhelming physical traits. So I could definitely see a team taking a flyer on him in probably the third round would probably be early, because, I mean, Brock Purdy was an outlier, and you're kind of forcing that onto Stetson Bennett, whether it's fair or unfair. I don't know. I mean, I guess New England would be a decent system for him. But I mean, if you're Bill Belichick and you're New England, how different is he from Mac? He's a little more mobile, but there's nothing special from him, and I don't think there's anything that he does that Mac Jones doesn't already do besides a little bit of mobility. So I mean, I could definitely see New England considering him at some point, but I don't think his addition would move the needle one way or the other.
Well, they said the same thing about Fran Tarkenton back in the day. Too short, couldn't do anything, and look what he did.
No, of course.
I mean,
of course.
There's exceptions to the rule all the time. Sure.
And I'm not trying to say that, Stetson Bennett is this or isn't that or anything like that. It's just a general group think of the NFL. They want tall, they want strong, they want built, they want fast, they want cannon arm. They want all those measurables. That's what gets guys drafted high. That's how a guy like Travon Walker, who was a good player for Georgia, but he didn't, catapult himself to the number 1 overall pick until he had his combine that he absolutely destroyed. And he was like a 4.4 speed and
Richardson.
What's that?
Richardson, the quarterback for the Gators. Perfect example. He's a kid. He had a great pro day. He did great, and everyone suddenly liked him. I mean, when he was with the Gators, he was okay.
And you look at his film, and you're like, how is this kid going to be a top 10 pick? But it's not about today. It's about tomorrow. And a guy like Stetson Bennett, who's already 25 years old, he's met that's who he is. Mm-hmm. He is as good physically as he's ever going to be. And that's not great, but it's good. So that's why those guys go later, because there's not that, they're not oozing potential and stuff like that. And that's all these general managers and scouts and coaches. They all have these egos like, oh, if I just get my hands on this kid and I can mold his ability into exactly what we want.
Well, again, last year with 49ers with the quarterback and what he achieved and what he pulled shows to me that the scouts make a lot of mistakes.
No, of course. Because at the end of the day, the 49ers, they gave up 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance. And the guy they took with the, Mr. Irrelevant was the better player.
Yep.
It's just, and it's no different than, New England. Fell ass backwards into Tom Brady, pick 199.
Mm-hmm. Evan, what do you think of the new shortstop for the Yanks? Do you think this kid's going to last?
I hope so. He's no Chuck Knobloch.
No, he's wearing the same number. I get your comparison. But hopefully it works out for him.
Yeah. Now, what do you think the Dolphins might pick? I think they have, 4 picks this year?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they have a pick until the second round. I want to say they have pick 58 or something like that. And I'll be honest with you, Evan, I would love to see them target an explosive running back. I would love it. I think their offense, the Jamar Gibbs from Alabama, if he falls, somebody like that. I think that would take that offense to a whole nother level. Go ahead.
I read it's the guy from, I think, UCLA that they're looking at.
Yeah, he's another one. He's versatile too. He's a good receiver out of the backfield as well. Yeah, I'm with you there. You could always go O-line, you could always bolster the defense, but I feel like an explosive playmaker at the running back spot would be really, really good for that offense.
They might even grab a tight end.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Maybe
it's
a
good draft. It's a good draft for tight ends.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jimmy, you're going to the Bahamas. Where else are you going?
Then to St. Thomas, and then is it Martin? Is that how you say it, or Martin? A lot of people just call it St. Martin, but St. Martin, and then back.
St. Martin, but that's
Yep.
However you want to be.
That's the 3 stops.
Now, when you go to, are you going to Jamaica? They drop, or not, excuse me, you're going to stop off at Nassau first.
Yeah, Nassau is the first one. We're not getting off the boat there, though. They pretty much molest you when you get off the boat.
Man, you should, because it's real close. You ought to at least check out Atlantis. It's beautiful.
Oh, I've been to Atlantis. Yeah, it's actually the nicer side of the island, if you ask me. I don't know. It's just maybe, but the problem with there is as soon as you get off, I braid your hair, and then they're just after you. So it's so commercialized there, and they'll walk right up to you and put like a bracelet on you. You go $5.
Yeah.
And put their hand out,
it's
and
aggressive.
they're very aggressive there. If you can sneak around all that mess, it's beautiful island. Don't get me wrong.
Atlantis is beautiful.
Yeah,
and you would look sweet with braids. I'll be the first to say it.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Real fast, I told Greek this story before. About 20 years ago, we went to Atlantis, and when you walk in, you know how they have the shops there, the Gucci's and all the shops there.
Yep.
You walk in, and then it's open, and then you see where the guys play the cards, the gambling casino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when we walked in, I'm telling you, they look like offensive and defensive linemen just lining up and blocking it. It was all roped off. And what we found out, it was it was Jordan and Barkley and somebody else were playing, and they had the whole place to themselves.
I'm sure.
Awesome.
No kidding.
Yep.
But you couldn't see them. You're like, we're trying to peek around those big guys, and they were like, they were massive. It was like, Mount Rushmore blocking them.
Bahamas is beautiful. The Ocean Club is a beautiful hotel there. It's a little ways down the road, and it's private. It's beautiful. Jordan and them like to play. They used to have tournaments down there. But, he's going to have a great trip, and St. Martin's beautiful, too. It's all good.
Yep.
And beware, if you when somebody opens up a coconut and they want to mix your drink in a coconut, watch out, because a lot of the water in those coconuts are tainted, and you get really bad stomach problems.
Yep.
All right, we appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate
Good to
that.
know.
Appreciate those kind words. Thank you so much, Evan. Have a great day.
Go Yanks.
All right.
It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Final four, we're getting closer. And the Florida Derby. Can you feel it? Hope so. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very warm through the afternoon with temperatures in the middle and upper 80s with a south wind between 15 to 20 miles per hour. A stray shower is possible later this afternoon and early evening, then partly cloudy, breezy, and mild tonight with temperatures in the 60s and 70s at the coast.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print and Marketing Services help small business print big. Now get $15 off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends 4/15. Visit staples.com/printbig for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where prints are perfect, guaranteed.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Brisa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
At Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, we know the importance of giving our clients more. More experience, more results, more than 800 lawyers ready to fight for you. Need more reasons? We have recovered more than $15 billion and have more offices nationwide. But don't take our word for it. Check out any of our more than 28,000 5-star Google reviews from our clients. So, if you've been injured at work or in a car accident, remember, you deserve more. And we at Morgan & Morgan are ready to fight to get you just that, more. Don't wait. Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you call America's largest injury firm, you get the backing of a national firm, along with a dedicated team from your community, handpicked by us. When you need a fighter, you need us. Call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 4/4/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Diamonds Direct is making it easier than ever to design your dream ring at your dream payment. Announcing all new aggressive financing options up to 60 months. These new creative plans allow you to pick your payment so you don't have to compromise on that engagement ring. We know that just like that ideal engagement ring, one size doesn't fit all. You want choices, alternatives, options, and as always, we want to empower you every step of the way. Diamonds Direct's multitude of finance options now allow you to spread your payments up to 5 years. Pay nothing down or pay a lot down. You decide. Get a $400 a month payment or a $200 a month payment. It's your choice. So you can get the most beautiful engagement ring and have money left over for other fun things like a tropical honeymoon or decorating the house. And by the way, it's not just for engagement rings. You can use these flexible finance options for wedding bands, designer jewelry, gifts for any occasion. Diamonds Direct. Always finding ways to help you make your money go farther. Our passion. Get directions and showroom hours and more at diamondsdirect.com.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in 3 easy steps. 1. Get a free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with a check in about an hour. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. The best view in the house is always at Monroe's. And on Fridays, they bring their fantasies to life. It's Fantasy Fridays at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. And beautiful girls, you can't beat it. Make sure you get over to Monroe's. Any night is a great night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Hayes!
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
If you want to go watch the games tonight, make sure you get over to Monroe's. Beautiful ladies. Check out FAU and the Canes at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
Joe's in the house.
What's up, gentlemen?
All right, Joe, out of the 3 big events today, FAU, did they win or no?
Win.
And
FAU to the finals.
And the Canes, did they cover and win?
They do.
You think they win?
Yeah, I think it's FAU Miami in the finals, just like we want.
Horses 1 to 12. Do you think
4 horse?
What?
4 horse.
You like the dog?
Yeah, taking it down.
All right, there
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
He's going all family.
All right.
Yep.
Nice. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah. How much money you putting on that?
Never
Joe?
go against the family. I was told a long time ago.
That's right.
That's right.
We live and die with each other. That's what it's all about.
Amen.
Yeah. Here. If I win, if I lose, we're partners. If I win, screw. Jimmy, what are you thinking, baby?
You know me. I like the one horse for the Derby, and give me FAU and Miami. I like that. I like the South Florida tournament of the championship for Monday. Give it to me, baby.
Hell yeah.
I am going to be honest. I'm going to 1-8 in the Derby. Feel good about that. But I don't know about the basketball teams. I got to be honest. I think UConn's got a little bit too much for the Canes, and San Diego State's defense scares me.
Yeah, I hear you.
They do.
I hear you.
We'll see what happens. It is The Locker Room. It is a Saturday on 92.1 Real Radio. Step up today if you're from South Florida, Florida. Be proud. Both of these teams in a Final Four weekend, you are history. This will never happen again. It's like one of my friends paying a tab. We'll be back. Peace.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Experience the PPG 375 at Texas Motor Speedway this Sunday, April 2nd at 12 p.m. Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock. Watch the fastest cars and the boldest drivers fight to the finish line. The PPG 375 Texas Motor Speedway this Sunday at noon Eastern, live on NBC and Peacock.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-885-3300. That's 800-885-3300.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is every day.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi.